There it goes. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Can anybody hear me? Is there anybody out there? I don't know how the rest of the song goes. Hi everyone to the Lackadaisy stream. We are working, we are eventually playing. You could say that work is play, or maybe play is work. I don't know. It is Friday, and it is extremely January. How do you feel? Tracy? Knox?
It's January.
It is January. How's everybody else's January going? Knox, how's your January?
January was good, except this morning.
It became January.
Yes. I was displeased. But anyways.
Jagan says, I'm watching this as waiting for beignets. I'm very jealous. I would like some beignets myself right now. We were just talking about New Orleans.
Same.
Yeah. Speaking of, we have a fan and friend, Toomey, aka N Tomb Scribbler, who is also with us, and they're just kind of chilling. We were talking about New Orleans stuff, and you were offering to, like, nab and mail some stuff to me from NOLA. I'm just like, get me that chicory coffee. If you can find me some death sauce. How soon are you going to NOLA? Is that very soon, or?
Next Friday.
Next Friday.
Yeah.
I don't know if the death sauce could get mailed to me in time for what I have in mind. I might have to special order it myself.
Well, we're there for a whole week. So we're going
Nice.
from, hold on, let me pull up the calendar. From next Friday all the way till the pre-following Sunday. Not Sunday, Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So I can get back and I can overnight it.
Nah, that's fine. I can order what I'm thinking of off of Amazon for that. However, chicory coffee, really good. I was telling you, you gotta get some king cake. If not for me, you absolutely got to get it for yourself if it's available. It's only available during Mardi Gras season, so.
Yep, we're going to two parades that are going on. The crew of Chewbacca's and the crew of Bohème. And we have king cake on the list, and from several different places. And our local friend was like, "Oh, look, this place is doing king cake ice cream." I'm like, "Excuse me? It's a king cake stuffed with ice cream."
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I'm gonna gain weight.
Do it! You don't go to New Orleans to be healthy. You go to New Orleans to be the opposite of healthy. That's the point of the entire city. One could say the point of the entire state of Louisiana, even. It's too French to be healthy.
Crystallis Topia says, "It's my birthday today. Yay, happy birthday, Crystallis."
Happy birthday!
Okay.
Welcome everybody, and maybe you want to explain what king cake is to some of the people here. They might not know about Mardi Gras season and Carnival and Fat Tuesday and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Fat Tuesday is the day before Ash Wednesday.
It's the day before Ash Wednesday,
where you have to give crap up.
You have to give something up for Lent. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So instead of going like,
on Tuesday.
By feast they mean all of the things. Is like, give up what? We'll just cover all the possible things you could possibly want to give up and just smash that into about a couple week period before Lent. And so it's just big party time, basically. And the city of New Orleans just becomes about Mardi Gras, essentially. It's what New Orleans is best known for, in fact. Kind of like how everybody knows Rio de Janeiro is just like the Carnival place. New Orleans is the same way. And during that period, there is a kind of a dessert called king cake, which is very good. It's this round... It's not quite a cake as you think of it. Like, I'm sure many folks are familiar with how cinnamon rolls are made. You, like, take some sweet dough, and you, like, flatten it out. And then you put butter and sugar on the on one side of it, and then you just like roll it up. And then with cinnamon rolls, you're supposed to take that roll and then you cut it up, and then you cook. You like bake the individual cut up bits and that's a cinnamon roll. Well, with a king cake, it's kind of like that. You can, there's like a little bit more involvement, but it's basically like a cinnamon roll, except instead of cutting it up, you glue the ends together, so it makes this round thing. You might even twist it up as well in order to give it like a little bit more shape. And then you decorate it with different colored frosting, purple, green, and yellow, which are the Mardi Gras colors. And you might put sprinkles on top. And you're supposed to, well, after you bake it, of course. You don't put frosting and then bake it. You're supposed to also insert somewhere in the cake a little plastic baby. And the idea is that if you cut into your piece of the king cake and there's a baby, then you have to buy the next king cake. That's the obligation. Yeah. So that's the tradition. King cake is extremely good. My mom likes to, I have half my family's from down there. So my mom, she likes to order king cake around Mardi Gras season, and we would have like king cake every other year. Even though like I grew up in New Hampshire, she would still like have some of those old traditions mailed up to her basically. And I need to call her and be like, I need you to mail me a king cake. Could I get a king cake, please? Because I would love to have a proper one. I have attempted to get one out here in LA. There was like a local joint here, which I love dearly, but their king cake was so dry and flaky. And it was like, I'm not sure if this is just the style of how these folks cooked, or if they just called it king cake, but actually it's something else. But it was not king cake to me, so I'm going to ask her to mail one to me.
Yeah, so, yeah. If it's Cuban, we call it banter, because it's like the 3 king cake.
Yeah, basically. I know.
Yeah, it's a lot drier. We don't listen. Cubans only use cinnamon in like arroz con leche and things like that.
Well, that's why you drown it in rum, right?
The other thing we do. Listen,
cinnamon coffee is fucking awesome, though. I love. Oh no, that's arroz con leche. So you have cinnamon rice?
Basically, yeah.
Nice. That sounds really good. Good rice pudding.
You put sticks of cinnamon, because when you make arroz con leche, you basically put the rice with the cream and the milk and however it is, and you put anise, and you put cinnamon sticks in it, and you cook it until it starts to get kind of like risotto, gets nice and thick, and then you take out the cinnamon sticks, take out the anise, and you spoon it into like little containers. My grandma makes it all the time, and I've always watched.
Send me that recipe. I want that. Yeah.
Yeah. And you put cinnamon on top, and you let it chill, and you eat it cold.
Nice. I like that thought. We had a question in chat. Someone's asking, "Is this a send up to Cuphead?" No, actually, we actually started planning this before the Cuphead announcement, but this is pulling from the same general tradition as Cuphead. So Cuphead is pulling from
early animation, early 1930s animation mostly.
We're pulling from late 20s, early 30s as well. So it happens to fit with that. So it's like very serendipitous. It's like, oh, people are talking about Rubberhose, and we were working on this already. We figured they might be interested in seeing us like working on it, given how popular Cuphead is. They did do a really good job of capturing that look. A very good job, so.
Yeah, the trailer looks gorgeous, but yeah, no, this was coincidental timing. We had started working on this a couple weeks ago, more than a couple weeks ago, actually, at this point. And the plan is to make something. It's not in the film, but it's related to it. But we'll just leave it to explain itself once it's ready to do that. So.
Something fun, basically. We wanted like a fun little side thing. So my challenge is to basically figure out how this goes. So I've been researching a lot of Rubberhose type stuff, like checking out the motion of it, and the thing that we have planned is going to be split up between a few animators. It might be just me and one other person, might be another person, depends on how far I'm able to get through this. But that Rubberhose style is really fun to animate.
Yeah, it's an interesting approach where they basically characters are made up of basically balls and hoses, and it's one ball that makes up the character, whether it's the head or the pelvis or something like that, kind of leads the motion around, and the rest of the body just kind of follows along and reacts to that. Kind of a distinct way of moving for cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
A bit different from that pose-to-pose thing that you tend to see in, I say most 2D animation, but... Go ahead, Nux, sorry.
Oh, I was going to move on to the other question. Well, other messages, but...
Sure, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oddside says, "Hi, I just found your work maybe 1 hour ago by the Cat Electro Swing Dance. Now I'm all into it. Love it. Thanks for being an inspiration. Greetings from Germany."
Hi, well, thank you very much.
Hi. I was excited when you see some more international audience, because the story is so very specific to American history that when it kind of hits beyond that, it's like, oh cool, you get to see what other people elsewhere, like what they relate, how they relate to it.
Super chat from Jacob McCrell that says, "Is there a way to buy the Lackadaisy hardcover art books?"
So the art book is still in the printing process right now. I was hoping that we would have the digital version available, but the printing world right now is just absolute chaos, and it's been very tricky getting some prices nailed down after switching the plan from printing overseas to printing in North America, just because of the supply chain issues and shipping issues currently at hand because of COVID stuff. The Kickstarter backers, anyway, are supposed to be the first ones getting the art book, which is a nice big hardcover book. And once those backers, the people who backed the animated film Kickstarter that Iron Circus ran, once they get their books, then the book will become available through Iron Circus, through their store. So you'll be able to purchase it. And even before that, you'll be able to purchase a digital download if you want, like if you just want a PDF version of it, basically, or an ebook version of it. So that one is not available as a book yet, but will be. I can't say exactly when because of the aforementioned issues, but it should be soon. And the comic books themselves are from the old publisher. They're currently out of print. The only way to get those is through my Patreon. I suggest just if you have a Patreon account, just message me there about that, and I'll explain. But we do have plans to print new books in the not too distant future, so they should be more readily available again soon. Also, sorry for that rambling explanation. It's just kind of things are a bit messy right now with anything related to like trying to print and make books and ship things. So
it's a thing.
Yeah, it's the lasting effects of worldwide pandemic and all the manufacturing and production and mailing disruptions that cause. So
I am painfully aware.
Yeah. I know you're having some car issues, huh?
Yeah, but that's also like I work in the automation industry, right? So.
Oh, that too, yeah.
I am very aware that printing machines, as well as every other machines, are probably not having a great time right now. Kawa Silva Lima says, "Hello, is this the Krusty Krab?" Yes, can we take your order?
No.
Coffee Cage says, "Y'all looking forward to the Cuphead show?"
Yeah,
I'll give it a watch.
Looks beautiful.
Yeah.
I haven't even played the game. I don't know.
I have
would
not
like
played the
to
game
play the
either,
game.
but I've seen like Let's Plays of it. That's about it. But it looks like visually it's stunning. So yeah.
game-wise, it's really, really hard to play. I bought it for me and Boo to play, and
yeah, I'd heard it's like extremely hard as like a
Yeah.
platformer game goes.
yeah. I'm not a good player, so I'm just stuck on the first island. I gave up. It's so great to watch, though.
I'm trying to think if I should do just kind of a gentle sway back and forth, or I should do more of a double bounce as she hits. Because a double bounce is really what they did mostly. It's like not less.
Yeah, double bounce is pretty iconic to that thing, but
I think
like she could almost sway downward, like swoop down and then back up. It kind of depends on like how Rocky's going to move in relation to that. Like,
yeah, that's one reason why I was kind of hoping to do Rocky as well, so that they can.
Yeah, they can
together.
kind of move in.
Yeah.
In ways that complement each other.
Yeah.
Ooh, Rocky gets to dance with Mitzi. Is he gonna die?
Yes.
This is his little fantasy moment, I'm sure.
His head's just going to catch on fire halfway through the performance.
Oh, the rubber hose is what's actually... This is a picture of the inside of Rocky's mind, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Pretty much, yep.
That's clever.
There's just always this like really loud calliope music playing in his head, or photo player music, and
it's out of tune.
music notes everywhere, and dancing flowers and swaying trees.
Yeah, forget electro swing. We need to start investing in some calliope music. Where can we get a calliope player? We need a follow. We need take it away. Take it away, Dave.
Yeah. There's the photo player, which is something like that. I can't remember if it might have been Dave. Yeah,
it was take it away, Joe.
I don't know if you look up photo player on YouTube, you'll find the videos of the crazy mechanics of like playing one of those instruments. But yeah, that and a circus calliope, which is just like has all this ornate like Baroque looking circus style decoration all over it, and it's like a carriage that you'd have to like have a horse pull around or something.
There's a really beautiful one, if anybody ever gets to go to like the Ringling Museum out in Florida. They have like a bunch of like circus things. They have a beautiful like I can't say the word, and I know I'm going to butcher it if I try, but one of those, they have it, and it's just, supposedly it still works, but due to it being a museum piece, they only like fire it up once a month. We didn't get to see it.
Oh.
So, some people in chat don't know what calliope is.
You've definitely heard one before. If you've heard circus music, or carnival music, like it's like a, I don't know what classification. I guess it's technically it's kind of an organ, but not really. It's like
it's one of those combinations.
It's like a multi-instrument thing, and it's largely automated. Like, so it's like a
there's like a term for that, but I forget what it is.
Yeah, sort of like a player piano, but with different instruments incorporated into it.
Yeah, because I'm a big fan of the marble machine thing that they're doing on YouTube. So same sort of idea.
Yeah, now this is starting to have that bounce. Bip 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 bip. There we go. It's getting there.
So it used to be called like a steam organ or steam piano. They used to power them with steam. I guess now they just use compressed air, but
can you imagine a coal-powered photo player?
Coal-powered. Yeah.
Let's put Rocky on the coal-powered photo player. He has to shovel in coal at the same time as he plays it.
You gotta warm it up. Yeah, you gotta light a fire to get that musical instrument running.
That sounds like a euphemism for sure.
Courage says, if you had to describe any characters by one word, what would you call each of them? You can choose who and how many you feel like naming.
Gosh, it's hard to distill them down to a single word.
Rocky's just a scream.
Train wreck. Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty much all of them.
I mean, they're all pretty...
Dumpster fire. Wait. This is code words all over again.
Trash fire, dumpster fire, train wreck.
Hobble.
Toxic waste spill. I don't know, like, what else? Victor, I'd say regretful above all, maybe. Ivy, I'd say naive doesn't quite capture it. She's
Spunky?
Anime.
she's like
Anime. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Freckle, maybe like repressed, or that doesn't quite capture it either, though, because it's
Berserker.
yeah, berserker. Yeah. Powder keg.
Bastard. No.
I mean, that applies to any of them too. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
Booze cats. Just booze cats.
Booze cats. There's one lasting contribution to this whole thing, to Lackadaisy. It's that it's now also known as booze cats. I love them booze cats. It's great.
Courage W says overconfident. For Ivy, maybe impetuous. Yeah, something like that. Luna Buna says Ivy is Genki. Courage says you can use 5 words, so it makes things easier.
This is Lackadaisy.
God, if only
5
you knew
words is not enough. Yeah.
I know. If only you knew how much editing I had to do to get my character dialogue to fit into speech bubbles.
God, don't I know it? Like, when I have wordy characters, it's like I could actually type out a whole lot more, but this does have to be legible. It has to be readable after all. In fact, that was a thing with writing the script, where it was a sudden realization that you didn't have to contain anything within a speech bubble. It's like, oh no, Rocky can get very wordy now. Very wordy.
Except we have a limited amount of time to produce.
Yeah.
We can only produce so much animation given the budget we have, so...
How baffled do we want to make Mike be like, what are these words? How do I pronounce this?
Oh, that, yeah.
That was a question more than once that came up. How do I say this?
Vaughn says Nico would be butter cake.
Butter cake.
Let's see.
I guess I could pull something from the list while people are still asking questions.
Mm-hmm.
Since we're through the list already. A question from Spoopy Natural. What would be the favorite animation tip you've learned for any animators on stream? And what is the most difficult Lackadaisy character to animate and why?
Oh, okay. Animation tip. There's so many tips that I have, but here's just a basic one that I tell people. Turn off onion skin. It's not actually that useful unless you're doing in-betweens, and by in-betweens I mean like everything's tied down and you're just trying to like track a tiny thing. turn off onion skin. I have it right now on at the moment, but honestly, I'm not paying attention to it. I have FNG set to just, like, flip between, like, 2 frames, and that's how I determine how to animate. I'm just, like, looking at the actual frames. I'm not paying attention to onion skin, because it can give you a mixed-up idea of where to actually space stuff, and it can mess with your concept of the volumes of the character. It makes it really difficult to be spontaneous in your motions also. Just turn off onion skin. Try to work without onion skin until you're at the very, very end of everything and you're just trying to lock everything down. Hardest characters to animate. I could bitch forever about Zib's face.
Oh, yeah. Last night it was, or the night before that.
It was last night.
No, it was last night.
It was last
night.
It
was like, God, yeah. I don't know.
Zib's fucking face. I mean, Rocky's face to an extent, but Zib's face is so... Honestly, it's... Rocky, Zib, and Mordecai have the most difficult to draw faces. So, of course, we have the character the most difficult to draw face is the one that appears the most in the entire short.
So he's built entirely out of mostly out of triangles. So
Zib
he'd be architecturally secure if there was like an earthquake or something. But he is hard to draw.
Are you sure? No, I'm gonna... Tracy, you know that's not true. That boy in an earthquake,
he would just... He'd be fine because he would be... You know how, like, when like, intoxicated people survive car accidents because they just are limp? Like, that's how he would look.
He's just an upright pendulum, that's all.
Yeah. He'd be able to
it's
sway.
Like the ground is shaking below him. He's like, there's nothing compared to last week when I was like blackout drunk and still remained upright and played a set. I don't remember any of that.
Like skyscrapers are built to sway when the ground shakes because if they're rigid, that's when they start crumbling and falling apart. So yeah, I think he'd be fine in an earthquake. Just in case, you know.
Unless something falls on him.
Yeah. Well, I mean... there's always that gravity. Gravity is mortal enemy.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of those liquid cats, so...
Yeah, he could just liquefy it.
Yeah. But yeah, the Mordecai can be very, very difficult because everything is very precise as well, and since he doesn't move in dramatic ways, like, Rocky is difficult to draw, but he moves in such dramatic ways that you can actually get away with his model being a little off sometimes. But
most of the time he's moving so much you can't even, like, you can't look at him long enough to, like, you're just trying to keep up with him, and you can't...
The wacky thing is that I actually, like, told people, I'm like, keep him within human range of motion. Like, think Jim Carrey. But Jim Carrey himself is a human tornado, so...
Yeah, human cartoon, so...
Yeah.
So yeah, he's not like Tex Avery cartoon, but he's more cartoon than the other characters are by a lot. But yeah, his hat has also been a pain in the ass for a lot of people. It's just like drawing hats in general is just a tricky thing, and anything with a wide brim is like extra complicated.
Forget characters, just hats. Hats.
The combination of hats plus their big ears is... Yeah, well, they're all pain in the asses. Pains in the asses? Pain in the asses. One of those.
Panda ass.
But yeah, I'd say... yeah, it seems like Rocky, Zib, Mordecai, and Seraphine have probably posed the most difficulty.
Yeah.
Freckles been hard too, because he's got so much detail in his face.
But other than that, he's, like, not too bad. Ivy's been the simplest. Like, everybody can draw
Everybody's
Ivy.
like, oh, thank God, Ivy is so easy to... She actually, when you were saying she's anime earlier, it was like, that's not far off in terms of her design. It's got a very, like, proportionally, like, she doesn't... like, she has kind of an anime structure to her face, and so it's just... comes more naturally for people to, I think, to draw that shape.
Luna says, are you guys saying Zib is just rubber?
I mean, yeah, kind of triangular, like Dorito shaped, rubbery.
I just imagine him standing behind you and just frowning at all these descriptors. He's just like, he's not going to say anything. He's hoping that just his glare will make it clear how he feels.
He might issue a shrug and then go back to whatever he was doing.
I just want. Zib finds the list of adjectives that someone wrote about him, and he's like very disgruntled about this fact.
But he has notes actually to protest.
Yeah.
What if he looks at it and he is like, I have issues with this. These are not colorful words enough. It's like, this is far too verbose. This needs to be pared down. Surely you can press some of these words down. This is Rocky's attempt at poetry, and he's just like writing. He's like writing a poem about the band, and he's trying to come up with like a stanza to describe Zib, and he just has like a bunch of words just like written down at the side and like crossed out over and over, like trying to figure this out. Zib comes across this bit of this bit of poetry, and he's just like, I have a word. A word, please.
Robert Tennyson says, does Atlas have a sword in his cane? Because he should. Wow, so that'd be very steerpike of him. He's, I don't think he does, but, I mean,
that would be very cool.
You can still give somebody a good whack with a cane, but, I mean, he's got usually Mordecai and Victor on either side of him, plus probably a Derringer in his vest pocket, too, so I think he's all set. But,
I was about to say, I could see him having a hidden gun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a super chat, but Fable, you'd better read it because you won't believe me.
Hi guys, just to say, I love Fable's voice and laughing. Have a great night. Wow, thanks.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's kind, Caleb. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you. I actually used to be more self-conscious about my voice and my laugh, but between the VAs being very encouraging and just streaming so much that I had to get over it, I'm a little bit better about it than I used to be. I still have... There's still things I want to adjust, though. But one of these days.
Yeah, well, it's like an art like all the others, right?
Yep.
You start somewhere and you keep working at it.
You were doing voice acting lessons for a while, or voice lessons in general, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm still working on that. I just am bad at practicing and I keep having to miss lessons. But hopefully I can keep working on it.
Oh, is it something you were doing remotely or like?
Yeah. Well.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I know the teacher, but they're far away-ish, so I basically turn on the webcam and they give me voice tips and tell me off for breathing poorly, and you know.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. I need to use what they teach me more when I'm on these streams. Actually support my voice and all that instead of talking out of my throat and tiring it out.
How would you support your voice?
It's more a question of it's breathing deeply, but there's specifics to how you breathe, and that you need to make sure you're really filling the air, and that you're not like letting like you're not letting things close up as you breathe out or as you speak out. It's complicated. It's hard to describe. It's all like feeling stuff, but it ultimately boils down to using your lungs more than trying to speak out of your throat like most of us do. And speaking louder, which is something I'm terrible at.
Well, you can just come over here. We'll teach you how to speak louder.
I don't doubt it, but at the same time,
you make it. The trick is you have to make it a competition for whoever's talking the loudest is the only one who gets hurt.
Just have a loud family, and there you go.
Yeah,
a loud family that talks a lot.
Yep, that's what I was about to say. Take it to my house.
I mean, I do, but also my response to that is to stop talking, so that doesn't help.
Oh no.
That is what tends to happen. It's like either you get good at the verbal sparring, or you just go, I'm just gonna shut up.
Yep.
Yeah. I say that my family, like my siblings and I have been infected by MST3K, so between like just natural inclinations on both sides of our families to be loud and talk an awful lot, and then watching far too much comedy that encourages quipping.
Yep.
It's a bad mix.
Yep.
It was pretty funny though, like when my cousin was visiting and he was going off about something, and it was just totally overwhelming my roommates, and I stepped in and I was like, yo, you can't oh, you think you can win in a battle of the words. Nah, babe. Okay. This ain't happening. Nah, son. I got this. You can't best me. It's actually been a challenge for me to learn how to talk less. Yeah.
Courage says, a thought occurred to me. What would Rocky and Freckle look like if they switched fur color and clothes, but were otherwise the same characters they always were?
I think Rocky look fiery, which I guess would be appropriate in some ways. But I think he'd find Freckles' clothes a bit too milquetoast. And I think Freckle would probably find Rocky's clothing just very loud and uncomfortable. I can't see him like walking around confidently in that kind of a suit, but yeah. So they'd probably swap clothes back again.
But picture for a second Freckle wearing Rocky's suit, but it's not tailored to him at all. It's
Oh, God.
baggy and sad.
Well, it'd
it's
be
already
baggy,
too
it'd be
loose
like,
on Rocky.
It'd be like the arms, the sleeves would be too long but too tight around his arms because he's got little sausage arms. Where Rocky has these like noodle arms, these skinny noodle arms. So it's just, but he's shorter than Rocky, so it's.
He'd be like me, like
bad all around.
I have thick arms, but I'm also very short. So trying to find shirts that fit my shoulders, it's like, no, I feel like I'm gonna Hulk in this. It gets especially bad when I go to the gym regularly.
Tim, why is your partner in chat talking about skinning people?
What?
Because it's just another Friday.
I guess.
Just another Friday, like a chat.
It really is. I mean, I'm sorry. I can't do anything about them.
I figured.
However, dinner may have poisoned me. I'm not sure, though. We'll find out in an hour.
I was thinking earlier it'd be really ironically funny for the death sauce to get poisoned.
Jacob Krell, was it Jacob Krell who said,
yeah, Jacob
what would
McCrell.
we do, McCrell, I'm sorry. It scrolled past and I missed it, so just trying to remember what the name was. What would your idea be for Lackadaisy if you had a bigger budget? Probably make more of it, more Lackadaisy, and like additional episodes and things, and hire people on a more full-time basis, I think, so they could focus more on it, because as freelancers you have to like bounce around from one thing to the other and usually working multiple gigs at a time, but I think it'd probably be nice for like a core team to be able to just like zero in on one thing for you know, a year or two, and that'd be nice to be able to do.
Chat, may I interest you in investing in a Lackadaisy theme park?
No, God.
So we want a repeat of old school Coney Island, huh?
Oh, okay. God.
Well,
yeah.
It's going to be difficult to insure, but hey, is Action Park still around? Can we just rent that out?
No.
I don't know.
Just rebrand
Action Park has very, very been removed.
Oh, Action Park is, yeah. But, oh, God.
So you're saying it's cheap. So you're saying that Action Park is cheap to purchase right now?
Yeah.
Sounds
just
like
imagine
you got the budget.
Action Park run by bootlegging gangsters. Just be.
Yes. You mean yes? Oh, there's a chicken at my door. 1 second. Hello, chicken. Hi.
You don't want the person operating the Ferris wheel to have been hitting the moonshine.
but that's how they're in character.
While on the job. Yeah, it'd be interesting, that's for sure.
Come on,
I have my friend.
You can make up the holes in
friend now.
You can make up the holes in the budget by having Virgil mug people in the parking lot.
You'd have to sign a waiver before you walked in.
No, Virgil's one of the attractions. Get mugged by a genuine He's on the dunk. Was it that?
Just like one of those mascots who walks around the park in like costume, except he's just trying to mug people.
The can opener.
He's got like a
it's a giant can opener though.
Mascot
it's a big can opener. That's the only costume aspect is a giant can opener.
But he's
really
also a stick-up artist.
Yeah.
I have a chicken now.
Chat's pointing out Action Park is not dead, which I do recall. It's been renamed and is under new management, though.
No, never rename. Why would you rename it? It's Action Park. You gotta go to specifically.
You know exactly why it's been renamed Fable.
This was a wrong decision. I have, by the way, a chicken in my lap right now. I know, Dalton. I know. I have my little friend, and she is very soft. Well, she's actually kind of a big friend. She's a large chicken. Not as big as my Brahma was, but she is in the larger side of chickens. She is a Lavender Orpington, and she is my friend. Isn't that right, Dalton? Are you my friend? I'm sorry, when there's a chicken in your vicinity, everything stops. Because there is a chicken.
Yep.
That's so cute.
I could show her off if people want to see.
I'm doing.
Sure. Here. Sure. Let's see if I can turn my camera on.
We can take a chicken break.
Chicken break. Yeah, let me get my, let's see, video capture. Here we go. I want the burrito. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Real quick.
When you're filming the chicken, is it the brio or the brioche?
Very funny. There it is. It's a chicken. Burr, 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 burr. It's not exactly Rubberhose, but she is very soft. Ash, are you good? Chocolate chicken.
Baby.
She's baby. Ash is my friend Dalton, and she is good. I love her very much. Yes, you are. Very good. Yes, you are. What is it? You want to go to the bathroom? You want to go inside?
Courage, take responsibility for what you're saying. Fable can know that you're now hungry for chicken.
I don't worry, I'm also hungry for chicken. I could go for some nuggies. Why not? Dalton, quickly, get me some nuggies right now. Go, and get me nuggies. Go. No?
No.
Look at them feet.
Nobody says, isn't she the one that was being super clingy not too long ago? Yeah, that's...
Yeah, she's being very clingy.
That's her.
So, she's the one who, every day, she pecks at that door and goes, let me in, when it's time to come inside. And then she goes into her bathroom, and that's where she sleeps and she eats overnight. Because she is not getting along with her chicken friends right now, so at the moment she's just hanging out with us indoors. So anyway, that's enough chicken.
I think one of the funniest things I've ever seen on camera is the chicken way in the background there, like just staring in.
Dalton,
it was a very like Far Side comic sort of moment.
And then I just zoomed in. It was great.
Super Will says, "What the fuck? I just got here. Where does the chicken come in?" You didn't do the comics. The chicken invited itself.
Yeah, I mean that is Dalton. Chickens tend to invite themselves.
Listen, that joke lives rent free.
Come for the Rubberhose animation. Stay for the chicken.
I have, for anybody who doesn't know, I have several chickens. I have a lot of birds. So
Robert
and stuff. Yeah.
Tennyson says, "How many chickens do you have?" Robert has 6.
Oh wow, 6. That's awesome. I have 3 at the moment. I did have a rooster. He passed away. He was my little guy. He used to actually appear on streams occasionally because he He was really friendly, and he liked to also walk into the sunroom and just be like, "Yo, what's going on?" He was a little Japanese bantam, and he was my best boy. But he unfortunately passed away this summer. Don't jump on my table. Don't jump on my table. Don't you do it. Don't you jump on my table. I'm going to move these things, because you're about to jump on my table, and you will knock everything over, and I will be very mad at you. And I don't want you to do stupid things. But you're going to do them because you are a chicken.
Edward is saying they have 3 chickens and 6 quails.
Oh, that's so good. I have 3 chickens, all hens right now, 2 lavender Orpingtons, and a black copper Moran. And I have 3 parrots, 1 black-headed Kaik, 1 yellow-thighed Kaik, and 1 lime-thighed Kaik. We also, in the house, my roommate has a pair of green cheek conures and a bunch of pigeons. So yeah, I'd like to get more chickens, but not at the moment. Not until the short's done. I can't really invest in more chickens.
Pet chickens make the best eggs, though.
These chickens make great eggs. They really do. Yeah, you make wonderful eggs. You should get back to that, though. You owe me rent. Hey, you owe me rent. Where's my rent?
Yeah.
Buck. Yeah.
One of our family friends used to sell us their eggs from their pet chicken. It was really good.
It's if they are fed well and well cared for, they make really good eggs. They need to eat lots of buggies, fruits and vegetables. They have to scrounge around in the dirt. You can't just feed them corn and expect good eggs. It doesn't really make great eggs. You need to give them like a really varied diet. And then like the happier the chicken, the better their eggs tend to be.
Makes sense. And then you get the really hard shells with the more orange yolk.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen,
our chickens make very good eggs.
I found the best I could at the grocery store, but it's still far from like proper pet chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah. The nearest equivalent I can say that is worth getting is the dark yolk eggs from Trader Joe's. Sorry if my voice is coming in and out. I'm trying to turn on lights at the same time as dodging this chicken. The dark yolk eggs at Trader Joe's are pretty good. That's actually what clued me into the fact that eggs can be good. I used to not like eggs. And then I started going to the farmer's market and found a stand there where the chickens that they have, anything from the farm stand that doesn't get sold just gets fed to the chickens. And so the chickens actually don't get a whole lot of processed corn in their diet. And the result is just like really, really good eggs. I actually do feed my chickens some processed corn because it's just easy meal. But they get kind of like a mix of a corn mash thing, this dry corn mash with seeds, some buggies thrown in there, some herbs, and then they get whatever leftovers we have, and usually whatever the parrots don't eat. So when I had a little garden, I would also give them scraps of that stuff. But I have yet to plant my garden.
Sounds amazing. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I guess we should get through the chicken-related questions before we move back to the Lackadaisy ones.
Yeah.
Wait, there was somebody wrote something in Spanish, and I wanted to comment on it. They're saying that the Jazz Cat video was really, really nice, and that they can't stop listening to it.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've seen some people say, "Could you please make more dancing cat videos?"
Oh.
Yeah, we've had lots of requests for an animated wallpaper version of it too. So.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, and Roberts congratulates Tracy on pronouncing his name correctly. Apparently, that's rare.
Oh well. Happy to oblige.
Tomicus asks, "Will Chicky make Easter egg reel in the film?"
No, I'm afraid that she's not a good worker. All I get from her is chicken scratch.
Chickens don't make good cleanup artists, sadly.
No.
Funanori asks, "Have you ever had silkies?"
I have not, and they're very cute, but I don't really want one because they're pretty fragile as far as chickens go. And the thing that took out my first flock was this nasty disease called Merrick's disease. And as far as I know, silkies are just kind of sensitive in general, and I don't want to get a chicken that doesn't like automatically come with a just generally very hardy animal. I would like another bantam chicken, but just not a silkie. They are really goofy looking creatures though. They look like Pomeranians, but on 2 legs.
That was the chicken questions. Edward says they feed their chickens kale, corn, eggshells, yams.
Yarn!
Yarn would be bad.
Yeah, they're gonna lay yarn balls if you feed them yarn. Don't do that. You won't get the eggs.
How that Kirby game happened.
Yeah. That's Yoshi's story. He swallows things and out comes yarn balls. That the Yoshi yarn game.
That's Kirby, actually, I think.
No, there was a Yoshi yarn game.
Was there a Yoshi yarn game?
Yeah, that came out before the Kirby thing, in fact. I think that's what inspired that particular style.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Robert asks, if you were a lunch meat, what kind of lunch meat would you be?
Toomby, you know more things about meat.
Okay. If I was a lunch meat, I'd be sweet ham. But wait, the spicy sweet ham. Because then you have like that spicy ring on the outside, but then the inside is like nice and soft and like moist. I mean, there is salami, there's prosciutto, there is roast beef, there's turkey club. They also have no, never mind. I'm gonna go on a tangent.
I would be long pork.
You're gonna summon
No.
I'm sure Boo's already around.
I don't know about that. But
They were earlier.
well, Fable. I mean, you could be just because of the chickens. You could be like roasted, like Cajun chicken. They sell it now. Like it's got like the Cajun seasoning on the outside. You can get it at the deli section. It's like really good.
I don't know. Maybe I want to be pastrami or something.
You could.
What's good on rye? Yeah.
Yes, pastrami's
Yeah.
good on rye. There with a little horseradish.
See. Here's the thing. That I'm Jewish also, so we have a lot of potential deli meat things we could go do here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kosher long pork?
There's no such thing as kosher long pork. There's 2 problems with that: the long and the pork.
I mean, but they don't have cloven hooves.
No, but it's the long part that's especially not okay.
Come on, where does it explicitly say that in the rules?
It explicitly says it in the rules.
Oh.
It very explicitly says don't
Lame.
do that.
I mean, there is a rule, Nox.
Okay.
What are the rules anyway? What says that a dog can't play basketball if someone pulls out the rule book? It says right here, dogs are not allowed to play basketball, and they're like, oh. Imagine a reboot of Air Bud, but it takes itself way too seriously.
The rules say dogs can't play basketball. Don't say dogs can't play basketball, but it also doesn't say the other team can't old yell the dog mid game.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Trist asks, when are we playing Super Auto Pets?
Okay. So this is, how far are we into the stream? We are about an hour in. I think in about 30 minutes we will switch to Super Auto Pets.
Courage asks, what makes Freckles so excited?
Excited. That's a phrase for it. Excited, huh?
Repression.
I guess superficially, like it might appear like it's about the weaponry, but it's really not that. But I guess you'd have to kind of read the comic, and it hasn't been fully explored in the comic yet. But you might pick up on some of the subtext of what's going on there between.
They did say you don't have to answer if it's story related.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd say try the comic and see. It's a combination of past and present circumstances.
Courage asks, since you have ProZD as Mordecai, I gotta ask, how did you react to his old Lackadaisy videos? Was ProZD's voice anywhere near how you imagined Mordecai would sound?
I mean, those are why he got the role, basically.
Yeah.
I was talking with Tracy, and we were trying to figure out who to cast, and we were like, what we need to do is we need to find, like, some linchpin VAs that we know these are how these folks will sound, and then we can kind of, like, build around that. And Rocky and Mordecai were first choices, and I was the one who suggested Michael Kovac for Rocky, and then Tracy mentioned Sung Wong Cho, and I was like, oh, what's he do? And she was like, oh, well, he did some, like, you know, fan dubs a while back. I was like, oh, cool. And so I gave it a listen. I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. I just shot him an email, and he was like, sure. And then I found out he was a big deal. I did not know. Yeah. I was like, yeah, that's spot on. That's Mordecai. And it was stuff that was, like, uploaded 6 years ago. So I was like, well, if it was... I know he's a professional voice actor now. He's probably, like, even better now, so... Absolutely.
Yeah, I remember mentioning him as, like, a good example of the sound, but I did know at the time that he was a big deal, so I was not suggesting that we reach out to him. I figured he wouldn't have any interest in working with us on this, but Fable was like, oh, I'll just reach out to him. I'm like, okay. I didn't think we'd get any kind of, like, positive response from that, but he came back and was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. So, and he's been, very wonderful to work with. He's an awesome dude, so
he's very funny.
Yeah, he's very way more fun than his Mordecai voice would would imply. So
Kaz talks about him fondly every time me and Kaz are chatting. Kaz brings up just chatting with him, and I'm just like, okay, all right. It sounds like fun.
He seems like a fun guy. Plus, there's recordings of him jokingly commenting on Kaz, so...
That's what I'm talking about, yeah. I didn't know if I could say it or not.
Oh yeah, no, we've talked about that. Yeah.
It's on Fable's Twitter if you're willing to dig deep enough.
Nah, I'm okay. I think he has sent it to me one time, and I was.
I think I did.
Yeah, you did too. I think. I was just like, yes, Wednesday.
Nah, you gotta love your squishy friends. They're very entertaining to bug.
Oh yes. Why do you think every charity stream I try to have little money squirreled away to have a VA tease cat?
Yep.
War is profitable.
Yes.
Chicken, you have jumped on the table. Chicken? Was that a wise decision, Chicken? Was that something that you wanted to do? Did you intend to do this, Chicken? He's giving me those big beady eyes. I'm gonna smooch you.
I've been bullying this one VTuber I found that's just the squishiest person I've ever seen, and apparently I've been his first fan art because of it.
Keep an eye on the mail, not.
We'll give you attention.
What did you... God damn it, Toomey.
That cackle.
This is why I ungoth your girlfriend.
Listen, she did a semi-decent dinner even though it was foolproof, so maybe you could keep her ungothed.
I think she'll kill me.
I think I'm going to sleep on the couch because I just said that out loud.
It's a great way to not get dinner again.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the point.
Oh, yeah.
Say that like that's a bad thing.
I like that without the guitar. It looks like that Mitzi's just tapping her own stomach in that one frame.
Yeah. She's just going... That's her instrument, is her own belly.
Taking belly dancing to new levels.
Yeah. Yes, chicken, you cannot hop onto other things. You can be on the table, but you cannot hop on other things. Do not be dumb, chicken. Brr, brr. What is that commentary? I don't know if everybody can hear the subtle sounds of chicken performing chicken calculus.
We mostly hear background cayukes.
Yeah. Much more piercing noise. What are you doing? You're just staring at the ceiling like a cat. What do you think you're gonna do? You're gonna come up to the ceiling? There's nothing up there, honey. There's nothing for you. Burr. I know, you're very pleased with yourself right now, though. I'm very happy about the fact that you jumped up. This chicken is not good at hopping. Most chickens are really good at jumping. This one is not. So the fact that she got up on the table is a big deal. She's like, oh, I'm high! Boah? I know, boah. Yeah, the audience actually might be able to hear her clearer than you guys, because they're not getting the Discord filter at all. It's just raw OBS. Yeah, I know.
Cinnamon Pumpkin says Mitzi can play the banjo. Yes, there's some drawings of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was actually part of the band a while ago.
Yeah, she plays the banjo and ukulele.
And sings.
Let's see if I can find that image in my gallery.
Yeah, you had that really nice animated one of it.
I like the song that Ash did. I have it saved on my YouTube somewhere. Just every now and again, I'll be like, I want to go listen.
The duo with Brad, or
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was great.
It's the duo with Brad, and I think there's another one. I have to find the name, but I think there's like two of them, and I have them saved. Pull up my watch list.
Just tracing this banjo roughly, and then I'm gonna stick it in our paws. This is gonna be
Infinite
a rough
Sky
reference.
asks, is Mitzi a Southern Belle?
I mean, she's from the South. She wouldn't have been like a debutante or, high class. She was basically raised on a
swamp child.
Not a swamp child, but raised on a farm outside Savannah, Georgia.
Pi says, do y'all know Ash took up VTubing?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
do know because she's also my roommate, so I get to hear it.
I haven't actually been checking out her streams. I need to check that out then. Nice.
It's the other song's called Lady. It's like a rainy day one. It's really nice.
Dragon says, hi, I just came back from eating beignets. And you didn't share.
How dare you?
Jerk. I'm out of... Oh. Well, there's Turkey Bird that says Scruggs or Clawhammer Banjo.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
Clawhammer sounds cooler.
Let's get back to you about that one.
Oh, you mean like Scruggs as in Earl Scruggs? Like Scruggs style? I think that would probably predate Mitzi. Yeah, let's see. That guy wasn't born until the 20s, so...
Or Mitzi would predate him then.
Mitzi would predate him, yes.
Funanori asks, has Zib ever tried drugs? Yes, all of them.
Do we link them to the...
Link it to everything, you mean? What should we link?
Just look at him. Look at him. What do you think?
Look at him! He's a jazz musician, a saxophonist in the 1920s in a speakeasy.
Here's...
And he's what do you think? Oh no, that man's on the straight and narrow for sure. Yeah, very clean shaven. Very on the up and up. He's a politician, he is. He's ready to go in the office. Squeaky clean.
Here's the very definitely subtle version of that. Linked in chat.
Yeah. That was a fun day. Oh god, when that newspaper posted that, and we were just like, we can't not.
Cinnamon Pumpkin asks, what's your favorite animation studio? Current or past one?
I mean, currently, Cartoon Saloon is freaking amazing.
Oh yeah,
like,
God, they're making
wow,
such
yeah,
gorgeous stuff.
Yeah, at first I was gonna be like, oh, I can't choose. When I was like, it's Cartoon Saloon. And be honest,
if you haven't seen Wolfwalkers, go see Wolfwalkers.
Go see Wolfwalkers.
To see that.
Yeah, it's worth it.
This is like
unfortunately it's like only available on like Apple Store or Apple.
Oh, well.
Yeah. So that's the sad part. But if you have a way of watching,
I'm sure there's other ways of acquiring it, but you know,
yeah, don't pirate that though. Like not with.
I would give them money. They deserve the money.
Give them money.
Give them money. Yeah.
Watch it legitimately.
Yeah.
Super.
That's actually what I meant by other ways to acquire it, but yeah, sorry, I didn't want to imply you should pirate that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, don't.
Super Will asks, have you heard of an upcoming board game, Scarface 1920?
No, don't jump. Don't do it, chicken. Do not don't jump.
Man, this stream got dark.
Don't jump. I mean, if she jumps, this might get dark.
You have so much to live for, Dalton. Don't do it.
Don't do it, Dalton. Dalton, I know you're a bird, but it doesn't work that way. Don't do it.
I hear them.
Hey, baby. Hello. Hi. Hi. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna go put this chicken away. I'll be right back.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because you're gonna hop on things and then it's all gonna be ruinous. Let's put you
I finished my Newton jars.
Nice.
Beth wanted to do in Lackadaisy wanted to do a shaker project, and they got inspired by the whole jar thing, and I was like, hello. I would love one if you make them. I'm gonna sit them on my bar.
I guess I'll go back to questions from the document in the meantime. Question for Tracy from Pumpkin. How long have you been drawing?
A long time. From back in the olden days.
Depends if you count the soul of the person that Tracy received the skills from when she made a deal with Satan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, at the crossroads. Just sold my soul to be able to draw booze cats. It may not have been a wise investment. No, I've just been drawing a long time. 25 or 27 plus years. Since I was a little kid.
Yeah.
30 plus years at this point. Yeah.
Ever look back at your old art and go, oh my, or, oh, I remember this?
I mean, at some point it stops feeling like your own art. At least it does for me, so. I don't know if you've scrolled back in my gallery to me, but you can see stuff from when I was like 15.
I've seen quite a few of your pieces actually, and then I look at what you've been sending me now, and like even from when I joined Lackadaisy to now, which is about a year now, it's just you've improved so much, and I'm sitting here like, hey. I love seeing my friends grow. So it's like,
thanks. I've been working hard at it. Max Powell asks, "Do you like Cat Stevens?"
I do like Cat Stevens, actually. I don't think he calls himself that anymore. But yeah, I used to listen to all that oldies from the 60s and 70s when I was a kid.
Okay.
It's the music I largely grew up with because a lot of my family were musicians, and that was like their interest area. So Simon and Garfunkel and Cat Stevens and the Beatles and that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Gabriel says, we all have drawn when we were children, didn't we? Most people, yes, at some point will draw as a kid, but very few stick with it.
Yup.
I didn't, but I came back to it when I was a teenager.
Mm-hmm. I never stopped.
Yeah. I can't draw to save my life.
This is you get captured by Saw. He tells you have to doodle something in order to save your life. Dang, why did I ever admit that on stream?
If it's a doodle anything, I can make a decent looking, ironically enough, a little decent looking cake. I can make a little cylinder that looks passable.
Well, if you want to learn, I can go through stuff with you if you want.
I know that when I'm done with this project, I want to get more into like cake decorating, because that's one of like my weak points. Is I signed up for a master class to do the Mitzi cake I did actually, because I wanted it to look like gorgeous. Like they taught me how to decorate, but I don't get enough practice, and practice makes perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to continue to. I'm still taking the master class and learning things, but I'm working on other stuff, so I can't practice. So when I'm done, I want to do more cakes, and I want to do like what I think I talked to you about doing like painting on the cake.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to learn a little bit of art just to be able to transfer over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Craig Davidson says, was Ralph Macho at the Crossroads? Do you mean Ralph Macchio? Like from Karate Kid or something? Or am I missing a reference to something?
Draw a tree?
Joe Plains asks, are claws in the Lackadaisy universe just for the visual gag, or they work like real cats?
It's just visual. They're fundamentally just like fingernails. I don't spend that much time zeroed in on like their cat physiognomy. It's it's more about the visuals. Yeah, it's an abstraction. They're functionally they're just people represented as cats, and so while I like to have like fun with their tails and ears and stuff to emphasize their expressions and gestures, they don't really like factor in physically in any real way. Like these characters don't even seem to be cognizant of the fact that they're cats. So
They're about as cognizant that their cat's as Mickey Mouse is where he's a mouse, which is to say, not really at all.
He kind of is.
Is he?
I guess it depends on context. Like, there might have been some cartoons where he was like...
Early ones, maybe.
Maybe.
Not really anymore.
Indigo Stride asks, what's something you enjoy but don't/can't recommend? Maple syrup shots.
No!
A lot of anime. I watch a lot of anime. I can't say I recommend most of it.
Oh.
But sometimes you enjoy a thing because it's garbage. And I watch a lot of good anime. I'm not saying anime is garbage. I'm saying I watch trash too. Because it's trash. So.
Also, Tracy, apparently the reference earlier was because he's in a film called Crossroads.
Oh, okay.
Infinite Sky asks, Tracy, what were your favorite cartoons growing up?
Good grief. All of them. The very, very first thing I can remember watching was Danger Mouse. When I was very, very little. Danger Mouse, and I loved the Pink Panther for some reason when I was very, very little. And then it was probably Looney Tunes for like many, many years. I was very into Looney Tunes. Like Tex Avery, Chuck Jones type stuff. I used to draw Looney Tunes characters a lot as a child. I was extremely blown away by The Last Unicorn. I remember seeing that, probably my first introduction to like semi-anime. I think it was animated by a Japanese studio, but it was produced by I don't even know who.
Wasn't that Bakshi? Or
it has a Bakshi look, but I don't think it was.
It's Nelvana?
Last Unicorn.
You'd think I would know, but I'm stupid right now, so. I ran out of good brain juice, so don't expect much from me.
Hopcraft. Rankin Bass, actually.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. That's
Rankin
what I was
Bass produced
Bakshi,
it,
yeah.
but the actual studio, I think, that animated it was later became Studio Ghibli.
Oh.
So, yeah.
That's why it has that look.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, that movie, like, oh god, I was obsessed with it for a long time. And then I saw Watership Down, and I was obsessed with that for a long time.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I went through
that explains quite a bit.
I know.
I really loved.
It just makes me want to offer you a hug, but I know you're not into those.
Yeah.
Kidding? Watership Down just encourages it. It's like, yes.
Animal movie.
More
yeah.
rabbit murder.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Rabbit nightmare. Like fascist rabbits and like horrible slaughter of rabbits with the dog as a weapon.
It's so good.
Yep. Yeah. Kids movies, you know. Secret of Nim was definitely a big one around that same time. Yeah, that really like influenced me a lot. Don Bluth stuff, early Don Bluth stuff.
There is.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you can keep going. I was going to move to the next question.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't need to keep rambling about old cartoons. I think they'll just go on forever.
There is a question about racism in the Lackadaisy universe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Basically, is there any? I don't know if you want to. How much detail you want to go into for that?
There is, but because the characters, like, there's kind of no visual way that I use to indicate who's what race or what have you. It's kind of, you have to take it from other context. I don't like, the story doesn't focus a heck of a lot on it, but it's definitely there. You can kind of see some of it in the way that the Seraphine and Nico and Mordecai talk to each other kind of disdainfully at points. But yeah, it's not a I wouldn't call it a theme. It's kind of there in the background. Definitely racism in the 20s in reality was like very prominently a thing in this country. But I mean, when you're writing something, you kind of like pick which things you're focusing on, and I picked things that didn't revolve entirely around racial politics at the time. Really just wanted to tell a story about some interesting characters. But yeah, I mean, if you're interested in the 20s, it's something that's worth looking into, because there was a lot of like KKK activity in the 20s, unfortunately. Yeah.
Heck, it's even
and a lot of racial politics and ethnicity politics and religious politics around alcohol as well, like around prohibition. Like there was a lot of the reason for prohibition, kind of in many ways was a way to just like the criminalization of weed was a way to criminalize certain groups of people, a way to persecute them, or to just give them an excuse to have the eyes of the authorities on those people to an even more scrutinizing degree. And it's easy to like criminalize something that is extremely common for people to do and to make use of, like alcohol, and then to not really persecute it in cases where like, oh, a good upstanding wealthy white guy like got caught with alcohol or trafficking alcohol or something. Meanwhile, somebody of a different skin color or different social standing or a religion that wasn't Protestant it would not be treated the same way. So
yeah, it's like the story, as I have taken Lackadaisy, is that it's definitely there. It's definitely informed a lot of like how the characters interact with each other and everything, but the story doesn't feel the need to like throw out a bunch of slurs basically and like hurt people actively in that way in order to make the point known, because that is something that kind of frustrates me with a lot of historical fiction. It's like, now we have to let everybody know like just how awful everyone is, and then they just kind of like start rattling off some language that's just like really off-putting, and it's like, okay, don't need that. I think we get it. Yeah. I
mean, yeah, when you're making something, especially approaching something that's historically based, someone just asked, is it historically accurate? No, it's absolutely not historically accurate. I mean, there's like history in it and things that I try to make accurate, and I try to like give it a verisimilitude to the 20s so that it it has a sense of authenticity, but I can't make it completely authentic. I didn't live in the 20s. I don't know anybody directly who did. Like, all I can do is create an abstraction based on the knowledge that I can gather about this time period, and you can go to sources that were written then or filmed then and things like that, and that's really the best I can do. And so I try to make it real to an extent, but we're dealing with talking cat characters here even if they are functionally people, like I said before. So there's like this degree of separation, and that should absolutely be like something people bear in mind when approaching it. It's not a historical creed. It has history in it. I try to be semi-realistic about it. I'm not like, just throwing wildly, fantastical things in there outside of visuals. But at the same time, yeah, it's not like, I also wanted to explore the topic. I don't want to like wash over there's always this like how much do you invest in like the terrible stuff? Like, do you really focus on it? And there's like places where like, yes, you might write a story that is focused on that and deals with it, or you might write something that has it in it but it's not one of the main themes, or it doesn't revolve around that particular topic. But you always like grapple with like, to what extent am I just like erasing something that was like endemic in the culture, and to what extent would I be making just misery porn if I was focused in on it? It's like there's always like that, like what's the right way to approach this or deal with it, or do you deal with it at all or touch it at all, and if you don't, then are you just doing bad by, like writing it out of the story or something? So it's like I don't know. I'm trying to have it both ways, I guess.
Yeah.
In that I've got like it's there, but it's not at the forefront. So yes, there's racism in Lackadaisy. It's but you'd have to be paying attention. It's not something that like the story is going to confront directly. It just wasn't written to do that.
On that note, hi Jay.
Hi.
Hey Jay.
Hey, Jay.
Hello. Just dropping in. How's everyone?
Okay,
good.
answering difficult
Tough questions. Yeah. One of the toughest of questions. It's like how to handle aspects of the time period that were really unsavory. It's like, I don't know. We haven't answered that for our current time period.
Yeah,
quite frankly.
I don't know what the good response is to that, or what the right thing to do is as an artist. Dealing with something that's largely farce and comedic on many levels. Got some serious stuff in it, but it's like, how do you also like do justice to...
You always kind of got to come at that question from like a few angles. One is, are you the right person to talk to it, and in what way? And who is this for, and what do they expect? And then also just like, what are you comfortable with as well? So it's like, if you find that you really don't want to make a story that's just all about like hurting people in that way, I mean, you don't have to. I think there's plenty of media that covers this time period and the surrounding time period and leans into that stuff very, very hard. I don't think you need to be that necessarily.
No, I don't think.
I think
being
aware
of
the
answer
it,
is that every piece of media has to, to confront that directly. But but then at the same time, it's like, but also how do you avoid just not erasing it? Which also seems like. I don't know. Art is hard. Art is hard like that.
Same issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
storytelling.
Yeah. Because that's the sad thing is that you're not actually in a time period where either we figured it out or it's free of that as well. So you always have to ask yourself like, okay, in what way could I be accidentally contributing to this? And that's an ongoing question as well. So it's complicated.
The person who asked the question says they're feeling bad for asking now.
Oh no! Don't feel bad.
No,
it's absolutely a valid question. It's just a hard one to answer well. It's just like I
mean, that's like things that we ask ourselves all the time. So that's
we talk about
things to say about it. Yeah,
we do talk about the politics of the 20s quite a bit, and I enjoy discussing the politics of the 20s. It's fascinating stuff, and it's fraught as well, and it's just as much as politics are today. It's it was a but I mean, obviously the landscape for POC and things was much worse in the 20s, but it's still not fixed or resolved in any perceivable way. So
if you want to get a sense of how it's addressed in Lackadaisy, consider both why are the characters pushed into the positions they are. Because, none of this is just, oh, well, it just happened to be. They're not just I decided to be a criminal one day. It's why, though? Why did they get pushed into a life that has kept them in the shadows? Why do they go in that direction? Why can't they go in other directions? Because, they might have, other skills that are very useful to take outside of this kind of, criminal underground, and yet this seems to be the major space which is interested in making use of those skills. Why is somebody as intelligent as Mordecai with his math skills and everything, why did he find himself being used by criminal organizations from a young age to do nefarious activities? Why couldn't he become a math professor or something like that? Well, in order to to think about that, you have to have some historical context and background. It wasn't just a matter of choices. Choices play into that kind of stuff, but it's just kind of like real life. People don't just fall into this stuff because it seems fun, usually.
Yeah, I mean, Victor's status as a immigrant and then a socioeconomically, not advantaged person certainly led him to where he is, and you could certainly say the same thing about the Savoy siblings doing what they have to survive. Yeah, I mean, it's like it's written into the characters, but it's not so. I don't know. I'm trying not to like be too on the nose about it, I guess, but it's like
it's not spoon-fed to you, I guess.
Yeah,
no, it's not. No.
Like, none of these people, except, like, with the exception of Ivy, and the reason everybody keeps saying to Ivy, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, why are you getting involved in this is largely because it's, like, you have every advantage. What are you, like, you're fucking around with, like, you know? And so, part of the point is, like, she's a bit of an outlier in that way. And to some extent, Wick, too, who's just, like, it's up to him if he wants to be involved, really. And it's whereas with these other characters like Rocky, who resents him for a lot of that reason, like it's not really like they didn't exactly pick this because it was, you know, some kind of.
It seemed like a good time. It's just a good time.
It's just what financial There's grift that's easy to get involved in. You know, like.
Yeah, it's fine. This is fine. It's fun. It's really fun. It's fun nearly getting killed all the time. But yeah, the intent with Lackadaisy is always to keep it grounded in reality, even when it gets wackier, at least. And man, the past couple of years have really kind of illustrated how wacky real life can get, and yet it is real life. So, God, some of the things that we talk about sometimes with like what 2020 Lackadaisy would look like, where things are like even weirder, but at the same time we're just pulling from current experience, not actually making them wackier.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. There's really like so much of like just the way things work is just you see a lot of the pattern. Like the more you look into history, it's like, oh, this is familiar as can be. I mean, it's just like like the technology around it has changed, but the you know the underlying humanity and human proclivities and habits and biases and things just all are still there the way they always were.
If I could say though,
go ahead. Yeah.
The way you depicted Mordecai's immigrant family, like all that. Especially for me, being, you know, child of like immigrant, like I was born in Cuba. We came over here, and we see people who come over here. It's not as bad as back then, but it's that same feeling of you're at the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
Start climbing, start clawing, and it's when I look at like the younger Mordecai art, I kind of go, this is what my parents went through. This is what when very little, we were in an efficiency for the longest time in this little one room, little hovel thing in the back of somebody's house until my parents put enough money to actually buy the house I'm currently living in. And it's that fight that is one of the reasons I love Mordecai as a character. It's very relating. So at least I can speak on like the immigrant side. I relate a lot to how you portrayed that. Just oh,
well, it means a lot to hear that. You're gonna make me cry.
I'm trying not to cry as I talk about it, because it sounds really crazy. But one of my first memories is being 3 in that hovel, like waking up from my crib and asking for my God, I don't know how to say it in English. Compota. It's like baby food, but like you can eat it as an adult.
Nice, like
and
porridge or something.
Yeah. Compote.
Yes, compote.
Oh, that. Yeah, I know the French term, but
I think that's the same term in English, though.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Sometimes if I use the Spanish word too much, I will forget what the English word is, and I just go, it's this, and I can't remember.
It's fine. We can figure it out. Yeah.
Cinnamon just
add to my vocabulary.
Cinnamon says, "Wait, Mordecai's an immigrant."
His family is Jewish immigrants. Yes, he was born in the U.S., but he was born shortly after his parents arrived. on shore. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I definitely have a soft spot for Mordecai as well. Like, my family is a lot of Jews from in Jersey that like immigrated over from like Russia and the Ukraine, basically, and like the struggles that they went through. There's like crazy stories about like a woman traveling across Siberia with like 2 young children and an infant, and like having to cross the hard way across Russia and across the Pacific and to Angel Island to get to the East Coast, even though her husband went the easier way, just because like that was the route that was available to her. And she was like alone and without him for a while because he was sending back money so that she could come over. There's a lot of stories. So it's been interesting kind of delving into this time period and thinking about like aspects of my own family that I might not have thought that hard about because people just didn't talk about it, basically. They didn't talk about the hardship.
Yeah.
So
you don't talk about how you got here.
Yeah, you don't talk about it, and it's not until you like come to them and you ask like, how did your mom and dad get here? Like, how did your grandma get here? That kind of thing, and then like it teaches you a lot about like why your own family is the way it is, also because like those struggles, they have an imprint on things, and that like follows you, and then you're like, oh, that explains a lot once you have those stories. And so when stories are missing, it becomes very, very difficult. Like, I have holes in my own family background where it's like, I don't know what happened here. And even people who were aware at the time, they didn't talk about it, or they were so young that they can't even speak to it. And now they're all gone. So I can't even ask them. I only have names.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jackin asks, where is Mordecai's family from?
They immigrated from Germany.
Oh, that's why he can teach dogs German.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah.
Probably Yiddish, too.
I should probably switch to some of the other questions.
Well, we also should switch to Super Auto Pet soon, since Jay's here now, so we can get to that.
Yeah.
But I think
should
that this
lighten the mood around here.
Yeah.
But
I think this Mitzi's coming along pretty good so far.
To Gabriel, who asked that question, you did absolutely nothing wrong. I'm glad you did ask it, because although it is like difficult topics to discuss, it's interesting topics to discuss and should be discussed. So. So yeah, don't feel bad about asking that.
Yeah, no.
I think they left a little while ago though. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There were a bunch of questions about or mentions of different animated things, because we talked about that a little bit. Someone said, "Had I seen Feel a Day?" Yes, we watched that on the server and regretted.
We watched it, and I forgot how many times they referred to each other's balls. Like, they're just obsessed with talking about their balls in the movie. I knew there was that one weird scene, but
that movie is just I mean, it's not just like the animal cruelty and like the vivisection and the violence. Like, there's also the cats just talking really awkwardly about their genitalia. So that's an interesting movie. I mean, it's kind of cool that it got made, that someone actually managed to like pitch that and be like, yeah, let's animate this, make a cartoon about it. But and I guess if you like Plague Dogs and that kind of thing, then you'd probably like Feel a Day if you like dark cartoons. But yeah. And speaking of which, someone mentioned Plague Dogs, which is cool too. And yeah, yep, it's dark. It's like, lab animals escape into the...
If you are in the mood for some dark stuff, then I could recommend all these things to you. But if you're
in like a January pandemic state of mind and you just need something uplifting, stay away from Plague Dogs and Feel a Day,
don't
maybe.
Watch these things. Unless the idea of cats talking excessively about their own balls is just like tickles you pink, and everything else couldn't possibly bother you.
Yeah.
How's this look, guys? By the way, so we got I got like Mitzi roughed out.
That's good.
Yeah, I got her on 6s right now, so that's going to be broken down into 2s eventually. But she's been roughed out. The banjo right now is very stiff because it's just like a placeholder at the moment. It's going to like do a wiggle warp itself. I kind of like what's going on here. She's got that side-to-side shimmy. She's got her hips doing a little action there. Her tail kind of bouncing along as well. That's fun.
Oh god, there's a Warrior Cats question.
Of course there is.
Muffy says, do you like the Warrior Cats book series? Oddly specific, I know, but cats. I've never read any of them. I've seen lots of the maps of them that are all over YouTube, though, and we do actually have a lot of animators on the crew who have worked on those. They're good at drawing cats. What can I say? And they'd be a fool
not to hire them.
I mean, I know
they know cats.
They take this stuff seriously. Like when they put it upon themselves to just make these maps, like no one's paying them to do that. They're just like doing it for the fun of it, and they put a lot of like sweat and tears and elbow grease into that stuff. And so yeah, my hat's off to them. But we did a shop talk last year at some point, where we talked to a bunch of those animators, so you can find it on this channel if you're interested.
And I was joking about the oh god, Muffy. Don't need to apologize. Okay.
Yeah, Mitzi's looking real cute.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna make that tail be more obvious bounce.
So a while back, Keaton asked, is there an environmental reason behind Rocky and Freckles' madness, or is it just genetics?
There's a little of both. Yeah, I'd say they maybe are a little slightly predisposed to being a little bit high strung in some ways, but it's like their circumstances have exacerbated like things that probably would have not served them that badly in different situations where you had like more familial stability, more financial stability, more medication available, like healthcare
therapy
available, therapy.
That's actually part of our discussion sometimes about like what would 2020 Lackadaisy be like, because it's like, imagine Rocky with access to medication, but also the internet.
To feel all the feelings all the time. Oh god, the internet though. Yeah,
the internet would exacerbate it.
Yes, the internet would probably factor in, but in a different way and have a different effect. And I'm not sure it would be entirely healthy, but probably not. Given
Rocky
the internet,
with access to vapes.
Yeah,
He'd be one of those kids who drink something unsavory for a TikTok craze.
He would.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. He'd do much worse. He'd be like, how can I escalate this?
Yeah.
He's not just going to repeat what everybody else does.
Then you end up in one of those Doctor Analyzes stories where they go over what the hell happened to the person who did it.
Yeah.
You do all those spicy challenges. Like
I would do the spicy challenges.
Oh my gosh, I want to see it, Fable.
I would do them. I would do them for fun. I have, in fact, but I was just like, no, please just serve me the spiciest food. I don't want to do it for a challenge. I can't eat that fast. Modern Rocky has a YouTube that is very prank videos gone wrong. He doesn't realize that the prank people it's usually a setup. And it's just all over the place. It's just like there's like bad prank videos, vlogs where he's just rambling, occasional insertions of just like him on his violin, and like none of the quality of the video is very good, but you're still kind of like, there's like something good here, but like not, but he's pointing the camera in the wrong direction. Just all kinds of things. Yeah.
I feel like Mordecai, if he had like a video, it'd be like, how do you press your shirt? Like how to iron, how to clean.
He'd be one of those amazing tutorial people that just does tutorials for the most mundane things that we often didn't learn to do as kids.
Yes, and how to tie a tie, that'd be his most viral video. This is how you tie a proper symmetrical tie. Here you go.
My ties are never symmetrical. I would definitely watch that video.
The video, he does it, but he like redoes it like 5 times. You need to-
You think it's
All
to
right.
show you how to do it, but no, it's because it's not perfect enough.
Katie
Yeah.
just realized you're here. Too.
My Katie?
Katie Francis.
All right. I think I'm gonna grab. Gonna go ahead and switch to the video game now. So one
Katie, I
moment.
came from the ether. I crawled out of the graveyard and just joined.
Muffy asks, I have been wondering, is the Lackadaisy world a cat-only society, or are there any other sorts of animal people?
They're just cats, but they're functionally just humans represented with cat characters. There are other animals in the world, but they're not anthropomorphized in the same way. Like you might see rats and stuff appear in some of the comics, and they're slightly anthropomorphized, where they seem a little more cognizant of their surroundings, but
Let's see. I think maybe I want to go with.
Also, Muffy asks, who is your favorite cat of the gang? Tracy, pick your favorite child.
I am not allowed to
Jeez,
choose.
that's not what I meant to do.
I can't.
Ah,
The other ones would be upset with me if I picked a favorite.
posted, sorry.
No, it really depends on the day of the week, like what mood I'm in and such. Like sometimes I relate really hard to one character one day, and then the next day I'm just like feeling an entirely different mood and a different character is
There we go. Okay.
much easier to sympathize with. So it changes a lot, and sometimes I have a lot of fun drawing one character, and then it's fun to switch it up and draw a different character. So it's changes.
Fable, maybe check your audio. It
Yeah, I
sounds
just
like
turned
we're-
it down. Sorry. It's because
Okay.
I. Every time people are like, "Oh, you need to boost it. You need to boost it," and then all of a sudden OBS is like, "Oh no, this gets the," because I had to switch the audio to something that could capture the computer audio now. So, but anyway,
Joe says everyone except Fable is loud. So we're back. To
I
that
have
problem
my,
again.
I have my microphone is cranked way up. I don't understand. I lowered everything so there shouldn't be as much clipping going on. Honestly, if anybody clips, it should be me, judging by like how the bars are doing.
No.
Apologies for the audio trouble. I changed not a single thing. This is something going on through Discord.
Yeah,
I don't know what.
OBS go burr
Oh, man.
indeed.
I'm
Let's see
gonna
if this
I'm gonna
sounds
mute
any better.
myself because apparently I'm extremely loud. So.
I think
No, it's not
everybody
you.
is
It's
besides
everybody.
Fable.
It's a
Yeah.
filter. Let me crank down the filter.
I really
There we
like
go.
this
This should be
comment by
better.
Flux. Mordecai would be a huge Mary Kondo nut.
Mm-hmm.
Does this bring you joy? Nothing brings joy.
All right, guys. As of now, say now audio is good if it sounds good. Okay.
A comment from Thomas Train saying how to be a plant.
You're better. Okay, there we go. Now it's good. All right, had to give it like a few seconds because they're on a delay. All right, Jay, you want to play Super Auto Pets?
Yes,
Yes. Okay, and do you have your game up?
I do.
Yes. Now, what would be fun though, also, is if I could teach anybody how to play. So,
You're looking at Tracy, right?
we're looking at Tracy. Hey, Tracy.
I'll stick to questions for now.
No, you guys go ahead and play it.
Okay. All right.
How about Nox?
No, he's answering questions.
Oh, okay.
Or gathering questions, rather. Toomby?
Yep.
Would you be
Am
interested?
I still extremely loud?
No, we fixed that. Don't worry about it.
I'm down to learn. Give me a second to put you guys on my, because I just finished my work day,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'm jumping on my personal computer. Just gotta
All right.
find my mic.
Well, first we'll me and Jay can have a match just for right now. So, really
Go
quick,
for it.
Jay, are you ready to enter? Because I don't have any way of hiding the name. So,
Yep.
yeah, okay. So I'm gonna want you to enter before anybody else gets the right idea. Yeah. Alright. So this is Super Auto Pets, and if it would just let me frickin' type. Alright. Match has already been created. Oh, did you...
I did not start. Maybe you can use a different name then.
You didn't start? That's
I
odd.
didn't start anything.
Then who the heck just made something? Yeah, I'm gonna choose a different name. Alright. This is what the name's gonna be. So give me... I'm gonna back up, because... Return to menu. Sorry about this. So, I just typed in what the name's gonna be, Jay, so...
There's a question. There's
Oh,
a
okay.
question about pets, so I'm sending Muffy the dog comic.
There we go.
Oh, I love that comic.
There you go, Muffy.
Yes. Okay, did you get in, Jay?
Yes, I'm in.
Okay, so everybody, this is Super Auto Pets. This is an auto battler where basically you have a selection of these cute little animal characters. They're like basically emojis, and they each have like different abilities. So what you do is you line them up in a row, and based on those abilities, they can make it easier or harder to win the game. So the little fist in gray is your attack power, and then the heart in red is your health. And each of these creatures can like boost or unboost things. So what we're going to want to do, and I'm going to do this because I'm going to be funky. So if I sell this, sell the duck, buy the pig, and then buy the otter, and the otter boosts the pig, and all of them had a boost because I sold the duck. And oops, I ran out of time. There's a timer on this. So let's see if I can beat Jay. He's got an ant. The ant's gonna boost one of these creatures, and I lost. Because I didn't move fast enough. Well, alright. So the next round, I have more options. So I'm gonna buy this fish, because it has 2-3, so it's pretty good. And I'm gonna buy the otter. Nice. And I'm also gonna buy the pig, because my goal for next round is to basically get a third otter or pig and then merge them together. And I'm gonna roll, since 1 gold allows me to roll everything down here, all the pets, and the food costs 3 gold. So you're always managing like food versus animals and trying to leveling them up and stuff. So let's see if this works. It probably won't, but it's worth a shot. Oof. Yeah. I'm probably gonna lose. Bam. Bam. Oh! Oh! No. Nope. Lost. Jay had a better start, so he's already a little bit ahead of me. Now, the way I set up this game, we have 15 losses, and one of us is just permanently down. Alright. Oh, sweet! Okay, so let me just merge you and you. And I'll buy the swan, because the swan is going to get me 1 extra gold for the next turn. I think I'm also going to merge these two. And I like you. And I'm going to freeze you. That'd be a very mean move if I did that, but I think I might just pull that. So... let's see, should I? Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to sell that. And I would be mean and put this back here. Hi, Nico. My bird just came over to say hi. You can merge the like pets together. So if I have like a pig and a pig, I can merge the pigs, and it means that the pig gains an experience. So I think that's good enough for right now. Yeah. Hey, little guy. I know you're very happy. You're a very happy little guy. So let's see.
To play Munchkin at some point.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay. Let's see. Let's go. Alright. It was a draw.
Draw.
I wanted to fuck over your B. I was like, he's gonna get a B. Nice. Okay. Now I can... Let's see, I might just... roll... Hello. That'll be helpful in general. Now we can... Yeah. Hello. Yes. Yes, this is good. Yes, okay. Now we're gonna go somewhere with this. I might get rid of you. But I don't have anything to really boost you, unfortunately. So, this is kind of going to be a loss, but... Freeze you. Do one more round.
Does Fable announcing all their moves to you make it easier, Jay?
No, not really.
Okay.
Nope, because Fable's not being specific about which moves.
Yeah.
Because I'll take you and you. Oh, you. Oh,
Yeah.
you.
They've played multiple times while like sharing their screens, so they can see what it doesn't seem to like. it's
You know
hard
what?
to
Keep
see
you
exactly
too.
how something's gonna play out against something else until it actually does it.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't count cards, so.
Did you explain like what the top level is, like your lineup of
Yeah, that's my lineup.
combatants? And then when you re-roll, what you're getting is the option to buy different, like a different set of animals. That I guess that's just
Yeah, that's the
RNGs
random aspect. But you can also, like, freeze things. It doesn't cost anything to freeze stuff, so it's a good idea to freeze things.
Oh,
but if you
I'm
do
dead.
freeze things... Yeah,
I'm dead.
goodbye. Bye, bye, goodbye. That's what
It's
you
like
get.
hedgehog at the front. Okay. Yeah, that's the game.
So the hedgehog, when it dies, it deals 2 damage to everyone, which is very fun. Very, very fun. And, ooh, I like you. I'm gonna take you. And I don't care about you. I might freeze you. Let's roll. And, ooh, that would have been useful with that one. The dog, but I don't need that. I do like you.
and the food items like
Yeah.
provide buffs
They can
and
boost.
boosts that-
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna freeze
But
that.
I think everything costs 3 gold, right?
Everything costs 3 gold until you get animals that reduce the cost. Or, like, you can also get more gold by having swans or by selling your creatures. If you sell a level 1 creature, you get 1 gold back. Level 2, 2 gold. Get level 3, 3 gold. But it costs 3 gold to buy a creature, so you can see how it's not a good idea to just buy things and immediately sell them. You have to, like, make real decisions. I do like all this. I like you, but you could work very well with my team.
To get it.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go. Let's see.
I'll go back to
I'm gonna be
questions
nasty.
once people figure out what's going on a bit more.
It's not unusual to lose or draw a few times when you start out the game. That's one reason why in the main game... Goodbye. Oh. I see your little parrot there. Oh, you got garlic on your
Yes,
parrot.
yes.
Oh, see, garlic is like armor, so it's hard for me to bust through, even though I had some stronger fellas. Okay. I do like you. And I think what I might do is I could buy you. I'm gonna take that. Yes. Also cool. Also cool. Sell you. I'm gonna make this
Earlier-
hurt. I'm gonna hurt you.
Some person asked, "Are you listening to any music for this?" This was before the game.
Music? No. Well, there is some music that will play that we have kind of softly playing, but I actually can't hear any of it.
They might have meant if you were animating to a song.
Oh, no, I was not.
No, we're animating for a
I
bit
should
of
have
4/4
kept
music
that fella.
that'll eventually go with the.
This guy's
Alright,
pretty good.
I'm not sure you guys can answer this next question without alerting OSHA, but Tomicus asks, how many hours average are you guys animating in general?
Oh, shoot, I should have moved him. scaled the wrong
Hence the
thing.
OSHA.
Oh, well. Alright, buddy.
Level 2 hedgehog. Oh my god.
Yeah, but now I'm pretty weak. So I don't know that I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm not gonna make it through this. Yeah, I'm doing a bad job. But hey, I got tier 4. Nice for me. I like that. I like that. I do like those
It's definitely
things.
been more than a full-time job for the core crew.
Mm-hmm.
Other people on the team, I mean, are freelance, and so they, they'll take on. They aren't assigned like hours or shifts or anything like that. They take on a certain amount of work, like the rough animation for a given shot, and they get paid based on the seconds of animation they are drawing. So they, however long that takes them, is what it takes. But they get paid by project or assignment completion. So
That would be pretty nice. But
how many hours a week they work is largely determined by them. So because they're doing work for our project, but they're working on other things at the same time, or also doing school work and things. If they're in art school or something. But
nice. Okay. Let's see how this goes.
Hi, Candy.
Why, hello.
We're streaming, just so you know.
I know, I've been watching it for the past hour.
Oh, okay.
Ah. Bam. 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 Oh! My ox! How dare you!
Caught the
Yeah,
intense
well.
discussion.
Oh! Oh, I hate you. I hate you, Jay. I hate you so much.
Skin on my teeth.
That bird! That bird is terrible. Just awful. I hate you.
I like birds.
I do like birds. That's why I'm mad at you.
It
How dare
kind
you.
of adds insult to injury for Fable to get destroyed by a parrot.
It does. It really does. Ooh, I do like this. This would be good. This might be good. I'm not sure how much I wanna... Yeah, let's get the canned food so that this guy is good. And then let's do this. Ow. Go, don't. He's trying to nibble at my ear, and I'm like, do not do the thing. I do like you.
Bruno Mello asks, hi, I discovered your channel through YouTube recommendations, and I'd like to know if you people are acquainted with Lindy Hop, given the theme. Really appreciate all the work you've been doing.
Oh man. this
Yeah,
could be
the
very good.
dance originated in the 20s, named after Lucky Lindy, Charles Lindbergh, who had just completed the first transatlantic flight from the U.S. to Europe. And yeah, it was initially
Like that.
a dance kind of in the similar vein as the Charleston, and turned into more of a swing dance in the later decades or middle decades of the 20th century. But yeah.
Okay, buddy, let's go. Oh god.
Indigo's
Yeah,
Brad
well.
just asked about the game. Is this going to devolve into who can deliver the best one-liners upon victory?
Pretty much, probably, yeah. Oh!
That's
Fuck
when
your
we play
bus.
TKO.
So you might
The
explain,
deer-
like,
The deer
some of
turns
what the
into a
deer
bus.
does.
The
Yeah,
deer
so
turns
the deer,
into a
when
bus.
the deer dies, a bus manifests for reasons.
I like
that
you.
Then deals additional damage.
Yes.
So.
Roadkill.
Yeah, some of the animals, when they faint, summon other things in their stead.
The deer. I like the reference to roadkill.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Somebody who made this game was salty about the deer on the highway during rut, I guess.
I mean, it's a good dark joke to include in a game like this.
I don't need
some
that
person
anymore.
asks, so what's your favorite 20s, 30s music?
Oh, jeez. Hot jazz.
That would be pretty good. Do like that. Yeah, okay. Let's roll one.
Squid asks,
Oh, wow.
Isn't Lindy Hop the dance Ivy was trying to get Freckle to do, like, at the beginning of the comic?
Yes. Yep.
Well, I'm obligated to take this because it is a Lackadaisy stream, so... cat build.
Oh, you
Let's
got a
go.
kitty? Yep.
I got a kitty cat. You got it. It's Lackadaisy.
Bruno Mello asks, are all of you animating the short movie together?
Yes, I'm doing all of the work.
Yes, it's all Candy. I am losing
animated
so
the whole
badly.
thing.
I need to.
No,
I need to
so,
scale, man.
Just to explain, Fable, the person playing Autopets right now, is the director on the film and also an animator. I am the comic creator. I did a, writing on the film, character design, things of that nature. I'm not doing Kickstarter fulfillment for that paid for the film to be made, and some merch and things like that, and putting books together for reprint with the producer for the comic, which is Iron Circus. They will be publishing the Lackadaisy books as well as the animated film. And Jay here, who's playing against Fable, is the web designer for Lackadaisy and the Lackadaisy animation devlog as well. Nox here is a community leader over at the Lackadaisy Discord.
And I beat him. And I finally
Yeah, Fable beats me.
Finally beat you. Finally.
I destroyed my cat.
Yeah, my job is mostly getting mad at you guys when you break our rules.
Yeah, sorry.
Nice. Got
We
this.
wander into the voice chat over there. Cause problems.
You guys are good.
There we go. Okay.
And Nox also does a lot of the modding on our streams and collects questions and stuff for us to answer so we can work while we chat with you guys. So thank you, Nox.
No problem.
Humi here is Engrave on the Lackadaisy Discord and has been making like some amazing Lackadaisy themed like drink, like cocktail recipes and dessert recipes. Hopefully we'll be able to share more about that soon.
Follow their Twitter.
And yeah.
Can I plug their Twitter?
Go ahead.
Sure, of course.
Oh, you got a seal. Okay.
And Candy here is my my friend from ages ago. We worked in the game industry together.
I don't know how well this is gonna work out for me, but oof.
I do nothing.
Draw.
Candy,
I'm allowed.
Candy does lots of art. Candy's not working on the film, but like, yeah, you make dolls and you do illustrations for
an origami and
do origami, yeah. Whatever your children demand of you.
Feel like I need this.
Oh, I just
roll
put,
one.
My progress on the doll I'm working on now, Tracy, in voice chat.
Let's see.
Or art zone. I'm sorry. I've been working on the base for days.
Oh, that would be good.
Damn, that looks good.
Yes. Okay. Nasty piece of shit is what I'm building here.
How did you make it look like water? That's really cool.
It's real water.
Oh.
No, it's not real water. It's Mod Podge gloss.
Spicy hog. Take the spicy hog.
I just painted it and then.
I was looking at the wrong. I was looking at the wrong thing in the how you look at water, and I get the picture of Toomey's cat.
Oh.
Like wait.
Oh.
You just like made it wet,
doom.
or...
It did not work. Damn it. Oh, how am I gonna pivot?
Detailed and cool. Like.
I like this.
All the little plant details.
I do like that. I do like that.
I
This
spill so
might
much
be
at
better.
Michael's. I just go to the section and just pluck things off. They don't give a shit. I feel like they walk by like, and
Yeah,
they're like,
okay.
Whatever. This is
It's
a
all
Michael's.
like, yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I'll take this leaf and this leaf, and I'll take this flower. I'm not gonna pay
Let's see.
$10 for like.
And they usually just have that stuff like on the floor around the fake flower like
Exactly.
arrangement
Yeah.
stuff anyway. It's like,
Now I'm gonna
Ooh,
try that.
yes.
Thank you,
Yes,
Candy.
it's technically stealing, but
I
what are they gonna do? Like
off.
stick it back on? I mean, they can't.
Most of the fake flowers there you can actually put
Yes.
back on, but that's why they're
okay.
easy to remove, which is great.
Oh God, I want to buy
Oops,
you
this one
now,
came
but I
off. I
can't.
guess
Look what happened by
Okay,
accident.
let's go.
Oh no.
Yeah, a few days ago.
Oh,
I just,
you're
like,
very
put
good
a bunch of
too.
Leaves and grasses and a few flowers, but I bought a bunch of other stuff too to make up for it.
Well,
Okay.
welcome to the minor. Welcome to the minor crime section of the Lackadaisy stream.
Art crimes.
I do like
art-
you. I might
crimes,
think about
yeah.
that.
Listen,
I do like you're pretty good too.
the flowers
yeah,
are
okay.
really
This is what I got.
expensive.
They
I think
are.
now I might. The thing is, I use a lot of flowers in the background for the photos. High key, sometimes I just need a leaf or two.
Exactly. Exactly. And I'm not gonna spend like.
Damn
okay,
it.
I did. The only thing I bought that day was I felt bad because I took so much. I bought like this grass thing. It was like $15. I'm like, that. There
Oh,
we go. That's
jeez.
worth all the stuff I took.
Okay. I am not doing good
No,
against
it
Jay.
is
He's gotten
expensive,
good.
And you'll only need like one thing from these things.
Yeah. They
But,
had a clearance
this.
recently though, and me and
Yes.
Boo, I was so happy because, I tried to get my background props and things on clearance.
Yes.
I got a little bucket, looks like a little farm pail, for $1.
Oh, I want to use you really bad.
And I
But
got like hay and things.
I might
Was
have
it
to.
Thanksgiving clearance?
It was Halloween,
Halloween, yeah.
Christmas, and it was like
Like
a Mod
you.
Podge. So me and Boo were just like walking through, and there was like a Day of the Dead piece. Like the glass was broken. I walked up and I did my whole like semi-Karen, semi-nice thing. Like, hey, look, I know it's on clearance, but the glass is broken. Is it really worth $5? They brought it down to $1 for me. And
I don't know. This
painting it
build's
to
gonna
make
work
an
with that.
altar for one of the sets.
Oh,
So it's
yeah.
like,
Nice.
Got that.
This
is
Halloween
nice.
stuff right now. Yeah,
Hard to scale.
Last time, a couple weeks ago, I went to Michael's and they had like Halloween was like 80% off. I unfortunately had my kids with me, so there was the
That's also good.
So we came home with a very
Okay.
very large rubber spider for like $5. It was like regular like 30. I was like, whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, them discounts is great if you get it off season, man.
Do you like if you're like a member or you have like the app? They have like the
Damn
coupons.
it.
Like whenever I go to Joann's for like the background fabrics or like Michael's, I'm like wait. I have.
Bus fly. What is wrong with you, Jay? Oh God, this is awful. I am not coming back from this. I'm going to lose.
Someone said, is it Zoe or Zoe? Says, so I know it's been a while since I last watched your live streams, but what happened to the Lackadaisy animation short movie? We're still working on it. Oh, in fact, we were just working on it a moment ago before this game session started.
Before I start losing horribly and just yelling at Jay repeatedly. How dare you, Jay? Just how dare you?
It's okay. He's a website guy. That's what their life is.
Just causing pain and
He's
suffering.
not usually a website guy. He's a.
Regardless, you getting yelled at is part of the job.
It's true.
Well, yeah. I think that's most jobs.
See.
Earlier than that question, Zoe asked, "Hello everyone, how are you?"
Let's try this.
Good.
Tired.
That's a mood.
Tired of January.
I will make you
Ready for
waste
spring.
your garbage. Waste it.
Looking forward to February.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to anything that isn't January. Yes.
Yeah. Ugh.
Someone
Why are flies
that
so
mentioned
strong?
need, and I'm gonna say yes, need. It's
Okay,
Boo's
okay,
personal favorite,
okay.
next to Absinthe.
Die.
Oh.
Die. Okay. I didn't get defeated. I will take it. My goal is now just to frustrate you. I just hate you now. I just hate you. Oh yeah, no, this is okay, yeah, this is good. Okay, let's go. What else we got here? Yeah, okay, that could work.
Simon says, what if someone remakes a Lackadaisy movie and modernized it, like Disney makes levels of writing? I want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah.
What? How they would G it like Cinderella and stuff? Like the old
you mean
fairy
like
tale stories?
Or make a CG version or something.
Instead of guns, everyone's holding walkie-talkies, right?
They're pointing like lollipops at each other.
They're gonna Spielberg it.
I just want Lackadaisy movie in VR next.
I don't know what Clint just gave me. He gave me like some peach gin drink or something. It's very good.
Ooh.
It's like peach juice and gin. Peach juice from like canned peaches. Clint's a good guy. He's
All
a
the
good boy.
melons.
Melon. I'm mad at you, and I want you to hurt. I will annoy you. Look at this.
Says,
Yes! 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 Yes!
What?
Is there chocolate in Lackadaisy? I'm adding this as a question
No!
about chocolate because cats and dogs aren't supposed to eat it, but they're not literally cats. And yeah, the world, you could presume that this world has chocolate in it.
I very much dislike you.
The plot.
Oh man. No, he's destroying you with a chicken.
I mean, cats and dogs aren't supposed to drink like moonshine either, so.
Are there? I have a question. Are there cats in this world?
God, this question no one's ever asked me that.
I know they haven't, but I've never asked it. I don't know. I want to know.
They're not cats, they're tiny humans.
No, I mean.
They're
Shut up, I mean, like cat.
I know.
Shh!
They're tiny humans, but Tracy can't show them because they keep licking themselves.
Yeah, they're like.
Let's take
So
this
like
and this.
baby cats are just like real cats, and they just kind of eventually put on clothes and.
Eventually, they learn how to use it. Yes.
You know what we gotta do next, Jay, is we gotta make a cat build where we just take every cat. There's not too many, unfortunately, in the free pack, but.
I screwed that one up.
Jeez, I need like a faint animal at this point. This is sad.
I'm so happy I finished
Yeah.
this recipe. We have
Look at that. I win! Thank you.
Squib asks, how weird would it be if I made an OC in the Lackadaisy universe? Plenty of people do.
That's tempting. I need you to get stronger. Because you're doing like nothing for me right now.
You've got one knocked.
Joe says Fable is
this
quite
like
loud now.
Okay, here we
Not sure
go.
there's an audio balance issue. Apologies.
No,
It's probably just Fable is angry.
Oh.
that's just me shouting. Yeah.
that could also be the case.
That's just me being angry. The solution is I move the microphone backwards. There's a little more distance
Dude-
between me and the
Dune
mic.
says Lackadaisy, but a Zemeckis-esque Uncanny Valley CGI movie. Oh god. That'd be uncomfortable.
Become known for all the wrong reasons.
Gabriel Perez asks, so Fable, how's the chicken?
She is currently in her bed zone now. And she is doing well. Yes. Thank you, Mammoth. You have done your best, Mammoth. Mammoth, thank you. Oh. I love this
this
stuffed rooster with a life. It's so mean.
Thank you for the
Hey!
explanation, Zoe, and I apologize if I mangled your name pronunciation earlier.
That's tempting.
I'll skip the pets question because I think we've covered that.
Oh, Candy.
They just humans never evolved into into humans. They just remained little marmoset things, and
Tripled.
they keep them as
Yeah.
pets instead of cats. Just think of it that
Or
way.
when like the original mammals were just little rat-like things, the cats evolved immediately and just ate them.
Yeah.
Let's get that.
It's like that horrible
Yeah.
dinosaur movie. What was that, Disney or Pixar?
Which one? The
The
good
one
dinosaur?
where like the meteorite like pass by and like the dinosaurs like
The Good Dinosaur?
talking and farming and
Oh,
But somehow nothing else about them evolved.
yeah, it was so mediocre. But the main dinosaur kid gets like a human kind of pet sort of thing. I don't know.
Was it dinosaur?
Was it just dinosaur? Because I know they did like
the Good Dinosaur. The Good Dinosaur.
Yeah. Dinosaur was a CG film from like way back that was like.
Oh wow! Oh wow! That rooster! Oh wow! My rooster! Oh, I just stomped you!
Right.
Ouch!
I think you got me now.
I've countered you. I am proud of myself. I've actually figured out the counter. Hello.
Reina asks,
Meaner.
What books do you use?
Ooh,
Well,
that would be fun.
I mean, I've got a bunch of them underneath my keyboard to lift my keyboard up.
That might
no,
be not smart, but
I use tons of books. I have a pretty large collection of things that I picked up over the years relating to the 20s and
oh
things
shit,
surrounding
that was
that.
not
It's like,
smart. I'm gonna lose.
People often ask, like, is there a website where you get all your information? Like, God, I wish there was such a website, but there is not. The research is always a tricky part of it and an ongoing thing because often you need very specific information about something and you won't really find it in like a general, like, here's some history about the 1920s thing, because that'll just like tell you about the big things that happened and gloss over any like, you know, more granular stuff or eclectic things. So I'm sorry, my cat is sneezing.
What is that type? Oh, it made it spit out 2 roosters. Oh wow, that's interesting.
So I have I have like books on, you know, the railroad from the period, like buildings from St. Louis during that time period. Books about like Tiffany style decorations and books about Art Deco style specifically.
Okay, that needs to be
about old
fixed.
homes built during that time, and you know, books that are like basically compilations of old Sears catalogs that have just like clothing and shoes and other accessories and things in them that were literally just like clipped from catalogs, so you can kind of see what things cost and what the catalog ads look like and things. Very useful for like clothing reference and other fashion references. Those are easy to find for pretty much any time period. Stuff about like the gangs of the American Midwest at the time period. And other, you know, more famous ones from New York and Chicago, and lots and lots of things. Books about cars from the 20s.
I'm shocked I'm getting like no oxes. There are no oxes being rolled. Rooster at the front, huh?
You've offended Gabriel in chat. The Dino movie was his favorite movie as a kid.
Aw.
I won't hold it against you.
That's a waste of a rooster. Dang.
Judgment.
Bam. Bam. Feed my chicken. Feed my chicken. Feed him. He's getting fat. Thank you. Thank you. He's so satiated. He didn't even have to do anything. He's just a fat bird back there. He's just a fat bird.
I don't know how to counter that. Oh my god.
Yeah, if you're looking to research a topic, like you can find things online, and I would recommend like if you're writing something about a specific time period, like you could find that information online, but I would double and triple check it because a lot of the stuff online is garbage. Pay attention to the source, really. Like if it's, you know, some kind of like university website, it's probably accurate, and if it's, you know, something else that there's somebody's, you know, blog that they're doing for fun, maybe, or if it's like on a Pinterest board or something, like maybe take it with a grain of salt or two. And triple check your references. A lot of like information that I've found out there about the 1920s has turned out to be just like nonsense people pick up from movies and things that didn't really actually, you know, bear any
Jay,
resemblance to reality. That's not to say you have to be completely accurate about everything. You can't, and you won't be, even if you try. So, you know, bear that in mind. Just be like, you know, receptive if someone's going to
nice beefy bird.
And tell you got something
I can't
wrong.
believe. What's the bug? What's the whale bug?
The whale's supposed to only take the friend ahead, but it seems to be killing both the rooster and the deer. So,
interesting. Is that because it's a level up? Like.
Yeah, I think they accidentally implemented it so that it kills 2 animals in this level 2.
If I can ask you a question in the same vein, Tracy. So I've got to, I do a bunch of research, but I keep finding conflicting information on whether or not champagne was drank out of a coupe or a flute.
Yeah, that'd be a tricky one. Some things, like, there just isn't a clear answer to. Sometimes you have to, like, visit extremely, like, esoteric, like, sub-communities, like, for certain things to dig down into that information and, like, why there's, like conflicting answers or why there's like no consensus among historians about this or that thing, because like you might have to just like go scouring some kind of forum that specializes in in champagne or in alcohol or fermenting things or running a winery. Like you kind of have to like just dig around in weird spots. I've had to do that for like information about radios and things like that at the time. And, like
you're just losing lives
calls and like the way telephone systems were set up during that time period. It's hard to find and it's tricky. So I don't have the answer to that particular question for you, unfortunately. But
no, you're good.
Just gotta find the really pretentious.
Yeah, you've gotta find, and sometimes the answer is like there is no clear answer, and sometimes you just have to be like. You have to pick a thing and go with it and just say, like, I'm conscientiously making this decision for, like, I don't know if that, like, pertains to some kind of, like, creative work you're writing or something, or if it's just related to, like, just culinary presentation of some kind or what. But sometimes you just have to, like, acknowledge, like, I did the best research I could. This is the information I could find. And that's why I started, like, putting notes and things on my comics about, like, what research I did and what I did find and what the information is and sometimes I'll list references or something because it's and sometimes I will just say like straight up like I fudged this or I picked like a anachronistic way to treat this because for this reason or that reason and, and you don't necessarily have to
look at all that
you don't have to, like, say that openly about creative things you do, but if somebody comes and asks you about it, at least you have that knowledge and you can say, here's why I made that decision to do this way, even though it's not technically accurate or something like that. Like, it's, just know your onions and and as much as you can. And in some cases, you might just have to relent and say, like, I just don't know. I couldn't find what I needed to know, and so I went with my best guess, like based on the information I did have, and that's how it is because that's the way. I mean, history isn't quite as clear cut as you might think. Like like something like some concrete series of events absolutely happened, but the recording of it and the passing down of that information can get messy, and so it's like you don't always quite know.
If somebody corrects you can shake them and ask them for their sources.
Jay, I cannot believe that I'm countering you here. I can't believe.
Like, I just got something wrong, and I had to say like, oh well, thank you for pointing that out, and I will, and I fix it if I can. And
all right, let's see how this goes.
And that's cool too. Like I like in some cases it gets a bit like,
okay, all right.
Like sometimes people will approach you and tell you you're wrong in ways where it's like I'm clearly not going for like excruciating realism here. Like maybe you don't need desperation.
But
I can tell.
Gun discipline.
There will be it's like trying to explain to people like why a gangster who's not trained in using a firearm might not have in like the 1920s before gun safety was even codified, like why they might not have trigger discipline or why they might hold their gun in a haphazard way or something, which gets very tiresome. Like
I made my cat level 3 for no reason at this point.
Trigger
it just
discipline
is
to me, I swear. But people can get pedantic sometimes just because it's like, but I try to understand like they have this specific area of interest, and so it means something to them. It's important to them, and so I try to like respect your audience in that way, and at least understand why you made the decisions you made. about something, even if you're doing something that's like not accurate to the time period exactly or something like that.
I can't believe I turned that cat into a wall for my wall. Just softens everything up for me. It's great. It's beautiful.
All Things Sonic asks 3 questions in one because gotta go fast, I guess. How much time do you end up researching for the comic? How do you remember historical facts so well, and do you take notes as you research?
Yes, I take lots of notes. And I don't know that I have especially good recall about anything. I just, I just spend a lot of time with it and reading about things, and you just pick things up. And I'm sure there's things I've gotten wrong that I'm not even aware of at this point, but I try my best.
Yes.
So. And I spend a lot of time doing research. That's just part of it. If you're doing any kind of historical fiction, you're going to be doing research. You're going to be going down rabbit holes to find information. Sometimes you won't find it. You'll find other interesting things along the way, but try to enjoy that. I'd say, like, if you don't enjoy doing research and reading, like, about history and things, don't do historical fiction. It's just part of it. It's like, people ask, I think where I get all the information from, because they're hoping there's just one source they can go to for all of it. And it's like, no, it's just part of the job. You're just going to have to keep doing it because there's no place I can point you that's going to have everything you're going to need.
That snake wasn't a bad idea, Jay. Like, you definitely softened up the back of my team a little bit. Like, that was, I feel like the only way to get around this particular team is if you had a bunch of artillery. But you should have probably made that pivot a while ago.
I think I encountered a bug here. It's the game froze. I accidentally paused it while the UI was going away, and I cannot bring it back.
Let's see, if I end turn, I wonder what that will do then. Let's see, I'm just rolling for crap now. I'll take that.
Simon says, so Super Auto Pets is more like, it's like a more realistic version of Pokemon because you can't control the animals. I don't know, but I'm sure PETA will get upset about it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna win definitely for you.
Yeah. Wait, I have like 30 seconds, so let's see what happens after 30 seconds.
Okay.
What it's gonna do is it gonna time it all out? Is it just gonna roll the team that you currently have? Let's find out. As it is, I think I'm winning. I found a good counter to your strategy. Yeah.
I was leaning too much into the summon build that I did not buff my...
Yeah. You were doing really good. I thought for sure that I was screwed, but then once I rearranged things a little bit, that's all it took. And then I was able to, like, hang in there with draws for long enough to start beefing up my team, because the team comp's actually pretty good. I have, like, a food team, essentially. A food faint team. Okay, now it's actually going. Is it working for you?
No, I'm just stuck in the...
Yeah, no,
game.
You're dumb.
Yes,
you're doomed.
You are the food team.
Food team.
I just sat here like...
Joe Plains asks a very Joe Plains question. Any significance in the comic storyline happening so close to the Charles Lindbergh transatlantic flight?
Real quick before you answer that, amusingly, every time the bus hit the camel and the bus head was chipping away at health at the rooster behind, the camel just refreshed the health and brought the rooster right back to 50-50, and I'm very amused. Alright.
It does nothing.
It does nothing. I'm just buying food now. There's no point to any of this. I'm gonna win. I'm just gonna play it out. Goodbye, Jay. It was a nice time. It's just gonna play out your life.
Everything I'm seeing, like, just on a cursory Google search, seems to indicate the coupe was the first, like, in the 1830s, the first, like, official way to drink champagne. But I don't know where you're getting, like, the flute came along later.
Because from what I found, flutes, not how we know flutes, but flutes have been around since, like, the Revolutionary period. And in the 30s, the coupe took over. However, there's no direct information on the coupe versus the flute. And the flute reached mainstream popularity in the 50s. And nowadays we view the flute as better because it keeps more bubbles when you're drinking champagne versus a coupe that gives you a better taste but less bubbles because it's got more surface area.
Right.
There's a difference between a coupe and a champagne coupe. Massive difference. But it's that difference that in the 20s specifically, there was never really a defined. It was, from what I'm seeing, some people say they were interchangeable. Some people say the coupe was better. Some people said rich people had the flutes. And I think at this point, I'm about to walk into my antique store and go, show me your 1920s glassware. Let's
Probably
go.
the answer in that case is that it varied from region to region or place to place or establishment to establishment, like what you drank it out of. Like speakeasies themselves and places where you could drink in the 20s were so varied in like.
By the way, GGJ, that was great.
And
Good
style.
game. Yep.
Good game.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
okay.
Was,
next
people
game.
Would just make do with what they had in a lot of cases, and in some cases they had a lot, and they could be fancy and stylish, and in other places they had what they had, and they just did whatever. So, so the answer is probably somewhere in between, just as you're finding that they just.
Quick question.
There was no like standardized etiquette.
Quick insert, guys. Jay, I propose that the next round we are obligated to keep cats on the team. If you roll a cat, you have to keep the cat. So that's the tiger, the leopard, the black cat. I don't know if there's any other cats, but you have to keep a cat. Okay.
So
you can't get rid of it.
Cat, I must pick the cat.
You must pick the cat. Yeah, you have to abandon something and pick the cat.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So same name as before. Okay.
I'm
second.
gonna have to say.
Hang on.
Oh, go ahead, guys.
When you're ready, Jay, I'm gonna type in the name.
Sorry, I forgot the name.
It's in the streaming chat. So don't try to join just yet because I'm gonna make the name. Okay. Okay, now Joan. 1 second.
I'm gonna.
It's getting made.
I'm gonna say your champagne problem would get solved by toxic masculinity, because real men would drink champagne out of solo cups.
I can't visually have that.
We all know the millennial way to drink it is out of a mason jar.
Yes.
Did you get in, Jay?
Or straight from the bottle.
Yeah.
Jay, did you get in?
I don't think so.
No?
It went out of sync back there. Yeah.
Okay, 1 second.
I actually popped the bottle. I keep watching. I've been doing.
All right, I'm gonna ban it. I'm gonna give it a new game.
I finally finished this drink, and I was like, I was having my testers over, and I was like, "Boo, can I saber it off, Joan? You dare?"
I was just thinking about savoring.
Yep, she didn't let me saber. I just had to very gently roll and pop it.
Okay. All right, Jay, you got the new name?
I might.
Ways? Yeah. Hey, Andrew.
All right, got it.
All right, 1 second. Let me. Andrew, do you want to play?
I'm working on.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Well, I'm gonna enter.
Trying to get done. Trying not to lose my mind.
All right, Jay. If you're ready, I'm gonna type it in, and I'm waiting for you. Okay. Creating the game.
Yep.
1 second. Okay, go ahead. Continue versus 2 and 1. Oh, who did this? Okay. Wait 1 second. Somebody else made a game. But let me, that's weird. Let's do that
you want
instead.
To pause the stream while we...
You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna... Okay, now they can't see it anymore. So... They can't see it anymore, so they won't be able to know. I'm gonna create the private...
Should we maybe introduce Stinny to chat? Because I don't know that you've been in these streams for at least more than 10 seconds before.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Welcome, Steiny. Yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Steiny, otherwise known as the Animated Moon.
I'll bring it back up in a second, guys.
Most of the time, like most of us, but yeah, I'm one of the cleanup artists on Lackadaisy.
It's taking its time. It's waiting for you, Jay. You're in?
Already in, yeah.
You type in the thing without an S at the end?
Yes, I did.
Okay, well, it is still waiting.
Alright, I'm gonna abandon this game again.
Yeah, abandon. And then come back. Try to come back. Oh, wait, it just started.
Is it? Well, I'm out.
I
don't know why.
And to answer the last question on my list, to Zoe, yes, after the animation, the comic will continue.
Yeah, it's not working for me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. How about you make the game and then I join you? How about that?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's try this. But for settings, what do we want to change? Start lives.
Just set it to 15 lives with 1 life lost per round, because I think that was working out pretty well. Unless you want to go 10.
Says, I remember Tracy wanted to make a sketchbook about Lackadaisy, like the game creators do, but it was so difficult in the end. Not sure what that's referring to.
The art book?
Maybe the art book. The art book is done. It's just waiting for publishers to move on it. There's an art book. We're also gonna make once the film's done, we'll make a little making of book, like we promised we would. So.
Jay, what do you mean by hang on? Yeah. Oh, that. Okay. All right. Got it.
Tracy, you may have solved my dilemma.
Oh,
let's see if this works. Ooh, it worked.
You drew
Are you
Victor
good?
with a flute.
Yep, we're good.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, well, I guess Victor is the ultimate authority then, with his tiny little champagne flute in his hands that he...
I'm definitely gonna lose, but I don't care. The Desperate Husbands.
The drink's
Too bad.
not for Victor, but you know what? I'll take this.
Oh yeah, you just reminded me I'm waiting for a signed print from Jason.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I am too.
Ooh, you
make
contributed to
his
Streamily?
His Streamily stream?
I didn't, but I was able to order one, so...
Bye.
Oh, okay. I need to order one.
Yeah.
My otters
The
buff that
shop's
cricket
open
so
for
hard.
Anybody that like to get prints.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Okay.
With Victor prints. And it's really, really cute, Victor. I like it.
Gonna go next.
Very anky.
Drop a link if you have it in the streaming chat.
I don't have it handy to me. Do you have it somewhere?
I do. Give me a second.
Yes.
Oh, you mean the art book? Okay, yeah. No, the art book was very hard to do, but it exists. I'm just like, I'm very anxious for it to be available to people. I'm so sorry it has taken so long. It's just kind of like been stuck in pandemic publishing hell limbo. That's kind of a redundant way to say it, but it's
Draw. Nice.
There.
largely what it is. Kazuni says, according to my grandpa, his drums had a light bulb that would flash when the police arrived. He was a drummer in a speakeasy band. That's pretty rad, gotta say.
Oh.
Let's see, do I wanna maybe... I mean, that would be useful.
Gabriel found it on Pinterest, apparently. Oh, interesting.
If I buy you and do that, what does it do? Oh, okay, that's nice. And then... maybe? Yeah, maybe that.
About what's in the art book.
Yeah.
It does have a lot about the characters. Each character has their own dedicated page or page spread.
Oh well.
There's some previews of those up on the website.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll show you. Hold on.
Why such a strong aunt?
Patreon.
Nice.
Yeah, I shared a lot more with patrons, but
give Tracy money.
Oh, well.
Yeah, basically. I was quietly plugging.
Yes. Let's see, do I want
Speaking of feeding, does anybody want cookies? I have too many.
Please, if you could.
Yeah. Here's a sample of what's in the art book in the chat.
Ooh. Decisions. Making decisions is hard. I mean... Yeah, I'm gonna make this decision. An odd decision, but my decision. Let's go. Yeah, okay. Odd decisions, but okay. Yeah, alright. Ooh. That's a mean ant. I don't like your ant. Oh, you win.
Well, I don't like your uncle.
I was gonna make that joke.
Oh, terrible, terrible. I should have kept the flamingo. I wonder if I should still. Nah. Ooh, okay. Nice. I'll take that.
I should have kept that flamingo. Feels like a line that has been said before by the seagull family.
Yeah. Let's that. Oh, no more money. Okay. Well, whatever. Fine. Fine. Okay, let's go. Let's see how this goes. You mean ant. I don't like your ant. Oh! Why is it so strong? I don't like that. Jay. Jay. What the hell?
Yes.
No. No. Incorrect. Not okay.
Steroid cupcakes.
You know what? I'm gonna get real mean now.
Oh,
I'm just This is gonna be dumb. This is gonna
Fable.
We're gonna go stupid now. We're going stupid mode.
Who do you think's winning, Nox?
I am not paying attention. If I'm completely honest.
Should I?
By
I gotta do
the
that.
angry Fable noises, I'm going to assume Jay.
This would be
Fable's
annoying.
one more game so far, I think.
Yeah, this would be very annoying. This thing. If I sold that, then. Now remember that the rule is if you find a cat, you have to keep the cat. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Just reminding
Gabriel,
you.
that's a mood, but your English seems fine.
You know, I'm gonna roll a few more times. Hello. You're nice. I like you. Let's take that. Okay. Yeah, okay, okay. Let's use you. And that's all I got. Okay, let's go.
I don't know if English is hard so much as it is confusing. Because, like, I'm, like, as a bilingual for French has a lot of stupid rules you have to memorize.
Okay.
But English isn't as
Oh
bad.
my god.
But
Your
there's so
dolphin
much
chose
weird
poorly.
jank.
Your dolphin.
No.
Yeah.
The English is like 5 languages smashed into one.
Basically.
Yep.
And let's just do
My
that.
mother has been here since, a lot of years.
And let's do
Mama,
that.
and the poor thing still won't speak. Like, she speaks perfect English. She's a teacher, but she gets so nervous about her English that when we go out, the person that orders and speaks is me. Like, it's been that way since I was little, and just because she's self-conscious about her English. It's hard.
Yeah. I had the opposite problem with one of my teachers, where he was very Russian, and also he introduced the class by showing the certificate that showed he was indeed fluent in English, so people would stop complaining to the head office about him.
Oh. I'm not going to get into detail, but a year or so ago, when the pandemic hit, a lot of, the teachers had to go virtual. And my mother was doing a meeting, and she was...
Bye.
We're in a very Hispanic, culture, area. So a lot of times, she'll just speak Spanish to the students. But there was this one mother who did not speak Spanish, so she held the meeting in English and just translated after for the non-English speakers. Well, one of these non-English speakers actually went and asked to have her child removed from the class because of my mother's accent in English.
Wow. Oh, ouch. What the heck?
Yeah, it's it's one of those cases
mean.
where it's like, I'm fluent, I speak it, I just have an accent. Damn.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
People suck.
It's a thing. Yeah.
What if I did?
Humans are a species.
Yep.
Humans certainly are a species of something. You know what? I'm gonna roll once more.
Which reminds me.
Indigo Stride says, Fable has a weird battle strategy. Which would annoy him more?
Yes. Basically. I mean, that might be useful. I don't know if I really want to... Yeah, you know what? Let's roll one more. Ooh. That...
Jagan
let's go with this one right now.
Wait, there's cars in this game?
Yeah, the deer, when it dies, it turns into a bus, and the bus is awful. It doesn't just, hurt the thing in front of it, it also hurts the thing behind. Which is bad right now for Jay, because every time these creatures get hurt, they get buffed. So... And also, hurting my turtle just melons my swan. And my peacock has garlic armor, so it's hard to hurt. There we go.
Garlic armor is certainly a sentence.
Ooh, monkey.
Protects against Jason, I guess.
Yes, it does.
Poor Jason, though. Do you need the protection?
Possibly.
Let's go with that. Oh, okay. All right.
He does mostly get kept as villains.
He actually got cast in a game that Kaz and I play called Cookie Run.
Oh, yeah.
I got so
excited
when he announced, I'm gonna be a cookie. I'm like, yup, I gotta hunt down this cookie now.
Okay.
And I actually really love him. He's super powerful in the game.
Let's just do this.
Oh yeah, we forgot. Tracy, we forgot to answer Doplane's Lindy Hop question. Or the Lindy,
So, question?
The question was, is there any significance to the comic happening close in time span to the transatlantic crossing of Lindsay, whatever his name was?
Yeah, let's go.
Of Lucky Lindy, of Charles Lindbergh.
Yeah.
Just that the plane was named the Spirit of St. Louis, who
Lackadaisy buildeth. I found a cat. Got your cat.
Oh,
wasted your RAM.
Relevance to the story, aside from just happening in proximity to kind of set the date.
Oof. But your parrot, though.
In the
I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh.
He doesn't make any guest appearances. So. He's kind of a shithead anyway, so that's...
If I do that, it's gonna be interesting.
I mean, he wasn't even the real first person to cross the transatlantic, so...
Yeah, he also had a secret extra family over in Europe, and he was into eugenics, so fuck that guy, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lovely. One of those, okay.
There were a lot of them in that time period, unfortunately.
Yes,
unfortunately.
unfortunately.
I like you. And yeah, let's go with this.
Does it ever
I have an
suck when you
idea,
think
though,
you have
afterwards.
something on hand, then when you go look, you don't have it?
Like my tablet pen, which is like always right in my vicinity, but I can never seem to find it. Or are you talking about something else?
I'm working on
Ooh.
Lackadaisy pick for one of the photos for one of the drinks.
Yes!
No.
I
Got
can't
it.
find my sander to get the resin smooth.
Oh,
Meow
no.
meow.
Yeah, so I gotta go to Home Depot at one point and go get
Oh,
some.
yeah, when it comes to doing like arts and crafts stuff, yeah, there's always something missing.
Now, I
Yeah.
think... Yeah, let's go with this.
I want to get it smooth since I do a lot of close-ups, and this is gonna be like right down the rim. I'm just almost ready. I just need this, and then I'm ready to go.
Oh,
You should
damn it.
do
Okay, well,
is make
now
a
I
bunch
have
of
to...
zombies out of resin and call it Resident Evil.
You're fired.
You don't hire. I haven't hired me in the first place. So
Well, you're hired and then you're fired.
Yeah, would you like to
Okay. I'm forced. My hand is forced. No choice.
I appreciate you too, Candy.
Oh, I love you.
I gotta tell Boo this. Hold on. Let me mute. Hold on. You know what we should do? Get the resin, make a bunch of zombies, and call it Resident Evil.
Okay, let's see.
I like when my jokes
All
take
right.
multiple laps around so bad and so bad
Let's
it's
go.
good that it spins around a few times and then people repeat it.
Okay, Jay. Meow meow. It's meow meow time.
Where are you getting all the
Yeah.
cats? I have
I don't know!
cats.
I don't know! It's because I'm the director. Meow meow.
Not.
Yeah.
You didn't mute, by the way.
What the heck?
Oh, god damn it. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
A bee!
I
A bee
assumed
took it
Boo was
out.
upset.
No. Yes. No. Draw. I didn't want to switch out for the cat, but this is the challenge. I have to put in a cat. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. I would like to level you up because you're. I gotta keep you. So
Oh, I got a cat. Let's see.
you got a cat now. You gotta. I told you. Ah shit! Ran out of money.
Oh, who would I replace?
I really want garlic armor.
I keep thinking you're gonna say garlic bread, and I'm like, that's a mood. But, not armor.
Okay, you're pretty good now. You are pretty good.
Or would you say you're pretty good? Meow.
Meow. Free 3, huh?
I'm getting into pun mood. That's probably not
I gotta
good for
keep
your
you,
stream
so.
attendance.
I'm here.
Alright, I'm just experimenting with my lineup here. Since I have things I have to keep, so. If I can get a tiger, though, that'd be really good right now.
Your iced tea.
Ouch.
Would like it to-
Whoa.
Yeah.
Chat's asking until when we're planning on streaming.
Let's see. I think maybe after this round is done, depends how you guys feel. It depends on how my crew feels. If they want to keep going, then we keep going.
Sure.
But otherwise, let's see, that becomes 2-2, which is pretty
I'm alright.
useful.
That bowl of coffee I chugged did its job.
Coffee.
That would be annoying.
Food and water.
Yes.
But it's only
I made
good
egg salad sandwiches.
as far as that. Okay. Let's just do that. Since you're not getting boosted
Joy in
otherwise
chat,
anyway.
The joke is on you.
Oh, damn it.
Degree.
Okay.
You got another cat?
I got another cat. Oh, what do I do? I guess I have to get rid of you then. But where do I
That
put
is
you?
just meowing. I love it.
At some point, I'm gonna have to stop them for spam reasons.
I do really like you, but I guess... what's this even doing? So you know what? This isn't really doing anything for me anymore, so let's just... Ah! I should have canned it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! I should have canned it. Oh well, I'll...
Drumlord says the Rubberhose versions of the characters look hilarious.
Thanks. Oop. Okay. Alright. I really need some armor. This is a tough challenge, because now it's like, ah! I'm forced. Okay, let's go.
You're still destroying me. So.
Gabriel, it is indeed okay that you don't really know how this game works. I don't think anybody besides Fable and Jay are really following.
We're trying to explain it, and then we got too involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta say, tiger leopard though, not terrible. Not actually terrible.
It's probably good that I don't know because I'm a horrible backseater when it comes to this sort of thing.
Alright,
got
let's go.
really bad when my friends were playing Inscription, and I was just like, no, do this. And they're like, oh, okay.
Okay, let's see.
You're like my sister. Whenever I game, my sister's like in the background. If she's around, you're like, no, you're doing that wrong.
Okay, alright.
I was streaming FNAF the other day, and she was in my chat going, "Wow, you."
Yep.
Garlic leopard.
Yeah.
Your sister
Oh, my cat! No! My kitty!
Your sister will tell you you're playing the game wrong, and Boo will tell you which characters are hot.
Boom! Coconut shield counters your melon. Goodbye.
She will tell me which ones are hot, and also try to scare me before I get scared by the game.
So here's another rule. If somehow you get to level 3 and you find a cat, you have to add the cat to your team still.
Okay.
You still have to add the
It won't last
cat.
that long.
Yeah. Alright. Now let's go.
Joe Plains asks, why is Cuphead the only character without black pupils in the short?
To give him kind of a more wide-eyed appearance, basically.
Because he got into the catnip.
He got into the catnip. Yes, exactly.
Got into that.
That monkey's pretty good. My leopard's getting strong. It's a really nasty leopard.
Crystal says, a phrase I thought I would never hear. Coconut shield beat your melon.
Yeah. Melon allows you to take one attack without getting injured by it, and Coconut Shield kind of does the same thing. Cow? Mm-hmm. You're trying to beef up, huh? Oh, you got your own leopard now. Oh. Doesn't really matter much, though, because bam.
Yeah.
Night, Zoe.
To the shelter with you.
Who'd we lose? Oh, that was Stinny.
Hey.
Oh, no. Oh. I mean... Should I just... I guess I can do that. Start climbing. Oh. Yeah, okay.
Gabriel says, is it legal to give catnip to cats? And somebody asks, wouldn't it just be weed in the Lackadaisy universe?
Oh, ouch.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Right,
what was that? What was that even? What was that? I don't know what either of us did right there. Damn.
Are these team names auto-generated?
They're randomly rolled, and you have to choose which one out of what comes there. Yeah. What's this? Oh, yeah, this will make it really mean. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's gonna be awful now. This also. Just gonna make everything worse, essentially.
Like Rocky?
Yes. You know what? Just in case. Ooh. Yes, 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 yes. All good things. All good things. Just turning into a nasty piece of shit. That's all. That's all I'm doing. My meow team. You got a seal. Oh no.
I can't do anything.
Oh no! It just murdered by my leopard. I think the leopard, like, with the tiger behind a level, was this level 2 leopard? So, friend ahead repeats their ability in battle as if they were level 2. The leopard is level 2, deals 50% damage to 2 random enemies. So it's doing 50% damage to 4 enemies. You are getting wrecked, sir. Wrecked.
Yes.
Absolutely decimated. Let's see. At this point, I'm wondering... Yeah, he doesn't really need that anymore. Doesn't need that. So, tripled, huh? I don't think... Oh, that's health and attack, okay. Six, huh? Oh, this is gonna get nasty. Alright.
Gabriel asks, is this game in Steam?
Yes, it's free on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It's free on Steam, it's free on browser, it's free on lots of things. Damn, tiger leopard, ouch.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, it's so awful! It's so mean!
Joe Plant asks,
it's just, damn,
where in
son.
St. Louis roughly is the Lackadaisy, is the Little Daisy located? Is it based on a real cafe?
There is a building
yes.
down in Lickleeds Landing that it's roughly based off of. But not, like, extremely precisely based off of. So yeah, it's just off the riverfront a little bit.
Okay.
Just a couple streets back.
Jay, you're gonna die in the most glorious way with one shot. Look at this shit.
Oh?
Level 3 leopard.
Oh, yes.
6. Oh. It was random though. I could have gotten you all out all at once. It just decimated. Goodbye. Thank you. Mwah. I love you. Thank you, Jay.
I'm not even mad. It's a
I know. It's like we just found like a kill. Man, if you get a leopard and a tiger, like fuck, there might not be a better artillery build. Like, god damn. Especially if you if you were to like melon the leopard, and you just beef that leopard, jeez, he can be a wall. Wow. GG, man. GG. Alright, we're at 3 hours and 12 minutes. Do you guys want to do one more round, or are we going to call it? Because I said that about 3 hours was when we were going to...
one more game to go.
Do
one
we?
more round, sorry. Yeah.
One more round? Okay.
No, I mean as in...
Oh.
One more round to this game, right?
Yeah, let's see what happens if I just, like... If I'm horrible, and I just undo a bunch of shit, and I just keep cats. It's just cats versus your team. What happens?
All things Sonic says, oh no, am I the only person who pronounces the S in St. Louis? No, everybody here says it's St. Louis. I think people outside of St. Louis are the ones more inclined to call it St. Louis.
I call it Saint Louis because I'm French.
I mean, yeah, Knox is French, and I know Fable pronounces it Saint Louis, but it's everybody here calls it Saint Louis.
So do you call New Orleans New Orleans?
Nouvelle-Orléans.
Oh, there you go.
Oh. It just sounds terrible in Spanish.
Let's see how this goes. I'm being really weird now.
Just cats.
Ooh.
Yeah, just cats. Let's see what happens. I'm probably gonna lose. Unless
Maybe
I
not.
don't. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh! Oh, it's too tanky! Thank you! Lackateam wins!
Maybe
I'm gonna
this is the new
screenshot
meta,
this.
I don't know.
The new meta is nothing but cats.
Yeah, all cats.
All cats. I'm screenshotting this. This is funny. That's great. Thanks, Jay.
Did anybody answer Gabriel about the game being in Steam? It's available on Steam.
Yeah.
There's also a browser version.
Yes, there's a browser version, there's a mobile version. It's really fun. It's very addictive. But rounds in
on mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
It rounds
on
in
only on Android, so.
Yeah. The rounds in arena mode, you're basically paired against random people. The way it works is that for the first few turns you lose one life every time you lose. The next few turns 2 lives, and then the next few turns 3 lives. You only get 10 lives in arena mode. So you basically have about less than 10 shots to live, depending on whether you draw or not. It's really difficult because since they're random battles, you kind of have to build a team that isn't countering just one specific build. Like when me and Jay are playing against each other, we're basically trying to counter each other's strategies. And we have so many rounds that effectively, once one of us gets a good counter, it's really hard for the other one to counter that. It gets more interesting the fewer rounds you play, basically, because it's harder to pivot and build up your team. But I highly advise checking it out, unless you're the kind of person who gets horribly, horribly addicted to games, in which case, don't. This will absorb your life. Yeah. It's like a math game. I've been enjoying it quite a bit. But yeah, it's free. I think if you want to buy additional pets, it's like $5 for an entire other pack, which is not that bad, and it's currently in beta. So, I've been having a good time with it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fun to watch also, and things like, oh no, your hedgehog! It's like, fuck your badger! It's just really funny to scream.
I'm not sure I'd play it much myself, but I would gladly get Trixie into playing it, so hear her swear.
Yeah, she might like it, since this cute you just make emoji animals fight each other. Alright.
But, if we get her and her roommate to play against each other, one of them's gonna get mad.
Yeah. Alright, but yeah, I had a good time animating in front of you guys, had a good time playing the game. Thank you, Jay, for coming and battling against me. I know that we were a little light on explaining the game. That's because we started yelling at each other too much. I would like to teach somebody how to play maybe another time, since I do enjoy this game quite a bit. I'm probably not going to get tired of it anytime soon. So, yeah. It's cute. I've been enjoying watching videos about it also, because it seems like the people who play these games, stream these games, have a good time. And since whenever you're playing, you just get like random animals, basically, and you have to build your team comp up out of those random animals, it leads to a lot of interesting decisions where you can't necessarily just go like, okay, this is what I'm going to build. You have to kind of make decisions on the fly as well. So there's a lot to it. Really simple premise, a lot of depth. It's kind of like a good card game, basically. Yeah. Essentially, the tutorial is playing the game. But yeah. So, I think that might be it for the stream, if everybody wants to say goodbye.
Good night, everyone. I will see you in the community.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks for joining, and if you're interested in chatting with more people involved in the Lackadaisy community, go to discord.gg/Lackadaisy. You can see it spelled up above, how to spell Lackadaisy. It's everywhere, all over the stream. Go to lackadaisy.com to read the comic, which Tracy Butler so kindly provides for free. If you want to support the comic and the animation, you can do it through patreon.com/lackadaisy. It helps keeps Tracy's food on the table, and then whatever she can spare often goes towards the project. You can also keep up with news on the short by subscribing to this YouTube channel, but also by following littledaisycafe.com, which is our development blog. So yeah, if you want to support indie animation projects and see more cool stuff get made, and encourage us to continue streaming and sharing with you guys and answering questions, go ahead, join the community, see what's up, support us any way you can, make fan art, post it online. We see it, we like to retweet it, just anything. We really enjoy the support. So thank you so much, and toodaloo.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Yeah. Dancing Mitzi says goodnight. She's gonna banjo you to sleep.
Soothing banjo music.
Soothing banjo music.
That sounds like a euphemism for a very brutal southern murder.
Euphemism, it could just be literal.
They figured it out.
True.
Yeah. All right. Bye, y'all. Toodaloo.
Bye.